In front of me I have the Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device, its specifications, and generally what I think about it. So let's just get straight into this. I'll need to grab a knife. There we go. Okay, so that's basically everything that we get in a package. Let me just make it a little bit brighter. There we go. As you can see these a little bit better. So we got earbuds, Type-C with silicone tips, multiple sizes right here. We got a cable, Type-C to Type-C, and as you've seen, a surprise inclusion of a charger. Now, this is not just any charger, this is a 68 watts, which is like nearly double the speed of what Samsung phones can even charge at. So perhaps for Motorola for including, a little bit of a better packaging. Now, other than that, we also have a plastic hard case for the device with a ThinkPhone branding right here and a little red accent on that eye, and the device itself. Now let's boot that up, and while it's booting up, I'd want to also point out one more thing that I find very kind of nice about Motorola, considering this device is probably going to be overpriced, but I do want to point that out. The bags that everything comes in is scented, and it's just a gimmick, but holy hell does it like make it just kind of nice to unbox it. Now this device is about a year old at this point, so the scent is still present, but not as nice as on the newer devices. Newer meaning like ones that have been released more recently than a year ago. But in any case, let's talk about the display. And the battery level, holy hell, that is like almost dead. Let me just grab the cable before it actually decides to off itself. There we go. 11%. Okay, so the display right here is a 6.36 inches in size, with a resolution of 1220 by 2670 pixels. It is a P-OLED display, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 plus certified, and a peak brightness of 3000 nits. Screen to body ratio is just shy of 90%, like 0.1 off. We have 462 pixels per inch and Corning Gorilla Glass 7i Mesh Level 4 on here. Now, in simple terms for the display right here, it is superb. The only thing that I would say it's missing is like something like the Dolby Vision certification. But other than that, it is a outstanding display right here. And surprisingly enough, considering this is Motorola and also a phone that was released a year ago, the bezels that we have right here are pretty freaking good for a year-old device. It's just a little bit of like what 1% off of what the newest devices nowadays have, like for instance Samsung's. So this is really good. Now, if we flip it over to the back, we have this carbon fiber looking finish. I'm not sure if this is actual fiber. It is armid fiber back. Okay. We have, why? So we have whatever fiber back, plastic frame. Why? You are doing so good. Come on, why would you put a plastic frame on a phone? Anyway, continuing on. So plastic frame, armid fiber back, glass front obviously. And at the back, the little protrusion right here, which is fairly minimal, especially for current standards where you literally have the second thickness of the device as camera bump. Here it's not as significant. As you can see, it's barely an inconvenience. This little bump houses triple camera setup, main sensor being a 50 megapixel 1.8 aperture wide sensor. Then we get a 10 megapixel 2.0 telephoto, 13 megapixel 2.2, 120 degree ultra wide. And with those cameras you can do 4K at 60 frames, good. And 1080p gets you to 240, though that's going to be slow motion. And then at the front, as a selfie camera in this hole punch, very small one though, I want to point out, is a 32 megapixel 2.4 aperture wide sensor that does 4K 30, 1080p up to 60, and slow motion of 120. So pretty good camera. For a one-year-old device, I would say it's sufficient enough. At this point, might be a little bit less with the 10 and 13 megapixel being included here. It just seems like the old kind of year ago idea of just putting out any kind of other cameras to pad out the numbers of cameras. Nowadays, I'm starting to see more phones having like, triple 50 megapixel sensors. So basically they're all the same in terms of, I guess, megapixel count. So here, that's not the case, obviously. Like I said, phones from even a year ago had a little bit of a different idea. I wouldn't be surprised to even see, phones maybe a little bit less expensive than this one that would come with like 2 megapixel macro, some garbage like that. So that was still common kind of practice a year ago. Anyway, continuing on into the internals. So the device is actually pretty light and small. And because of that, it suffers a little bit with a battery size right here of 4,310 milliamps. But luckily, it can be charged at 68 watts. And you also luckily get a charger for it, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I don't care for the BS, ooh, we care about the ecosystem. That's why we release a shitty phone that no one will buy every single year, 4 models at once, because we care so much. But none of them will get charger. Like, go sell your shit to someone else, because normal people ain't buying it. Meaning like the bullshit. More specifically, I should probably clarify. Anyway, so lower battery size capacity right here, considering nowadays you have phones that have like this size, 5.5 to 6,000 milliamps, because of the silicon carbon batteries. Back then, not so much. So anyway, lower size here, but luckily we can charge it fast, and it also can be wirelessly charged with a Qi charger at 15 watts. So we have two different ways of charging it, and still 15 watts for wireless charging at that time was pretty decent. The only phones that would kind of beat it were things like the Vivos and other things that would have like 60 watts wireless charging through Super VUC or whatever. Obviously you're not gonna get that here. So moving on, we have 8 to 12 gigs of RAM, depending on which model you pick, and 256 to half a terabyte. Now, there are just technically two versions of this. The 256 with 8, half a terabyte with 12. And there is no expandable storage, unfortunately. So if I grab, come on, there we go, this. You can see we have just a single SIM tray right here. And no SD card support, and not even dual SIM support. So, actually clarify, there isn't dual SIM support, there is kind of through eSIM. So you can pop in one physical SIM card and connect one eSIM as well. So you can have two numbers on this device. Now, continuing on, 8 to 12 gigs of RAM with 256 to half a terabyte of storage, powered by a Dimensity 7300. And that about sums it up, really. Under display fingerprint sensor and Dolby Atmos. What? Stop the cap. Come on. Dolby Atmos on a phone. Yeah, sure. I wouldn't really, buy a phone for Atmos. Let's put it this way. Now, let's talk about the price. Honestly, when this device released, it wasn't that expensive. Holy hell. Surprisingly. I want to see how much it costs right now if I would want to pick it up, because it's been a year. And right now we're looking at a pretty reasonable price as a brand new phone, not gonna lie. Let me see, what is the lowest price I can find it? New, I mean. I should probably clarify. So, come on. So we're looking at 1400 PLN. Now 1400, that's about $380 right now. So for 380 bucks, you get a pretty decent device. Now, I do want to kind of give some maybe other alternatives if you want to see something that is a little bit better in terms of specifications, like the processor. So by all means, this device is actually pretty fantastic. Even considering it's a year old, it's pretty well priced right now. And obviously, one device that always kind of comes up as a contender to basically anything that is in a low to mid-range price tag will be the CMF Phone 2 Pro at this point to this device. Now, CMF phone will have some sacrifices when it's compared to this one. So it will be a very good option for people that might not be looking for specific features in this device. So I won't say that it's better, because this device has definitely better specifications in certain regions. So let's give you a kind of a quick rundown. So if I bring it up. So we're looking at a lower resolution display, but a bigger display at 6.7 inches. Cameras that are dual 50 megapixel wide and telephoto with 8 megapixel ultra wide. Lower resolution for recording. Bigger battery with no included charger. Faster processor with same amount of RAM if you go for the low end. Lower if you go for the half a terabyte version of this device. So the CMF phone gets to 128 or 256, both 8 gigabytes of RAM, but it has expandable storage. It has plastic build, better cameras, and a lower price tag, significantly lower. Considering this is about 380, CMF phone will cost you about 200. So $180 less for a processor that is faster than this, as the Dimensity 7300 Pro. So it is faster than what we have right here, as this is the 7300, not the Pro. So it is faster device, released more frequently, which also means that we will get more Android upgrades, 3 specifically, from Android 15 upwards, of 3 additional upgrades. Display-wise, it's about the same, AMOLED, 120 Hz refresh rate, but it does have 2160 Hz pull rate, meaning that the scrolling and speed of which the display reacts to your input is, well, at 2,160 times per second. So any kind of minute little movement, it's literally instantaneous to you. Also supports HDR10 and a peak brightness of also 3000 nits. It has a actually lower screen to body ratio at 86.7, comparing it to 89.9 on here. But like I said, this device has some advantages, like the faster charging speed. CMF phone has only 33. This is more than double right here. This one also has wireless charging, but a smaller battery. And it is also a year-old device, so you're not going to get as many upgrades to this device. Usually you get 2 or 3 years of upgrades. We're already a year in, so obviously you're missing out on additional upgrades, like at least one that the CMF phone would get. So CMF will get to like Android 18, while this might get to Android 17 at best. But one appealing feature of this is the back carbon fiber. It feels like a premium device. It will run still stupidly well. Dimensity 7300 or Pro. Either one of those is a really fast processor, and if you're not planning to play games, you really won't tell the difference between them. And even in games, it's not that big of a difference. So this is still a fantastic device. The only reason why I'm bringing up CMF Phone 2 Pro is because it is a more affordable device. And I personally look for devices that give you best bang for the buck. And here you pay more for the brand and for the feature set. So this is going to be, feeling wise, a bit more premium phone compared to the CMF phone, which is at about $200 in terms of feel. I mean, it is plastic. Not gonna kind of deny that. It is not gonna be as nice in feel and look as this one is, but it is faster and it is cheaper. So I did want to bring that up, as it's a best kind of comparison to this phone, considering they're almost rocking the same kind of processor. But what you're not going to get with that device that I mentioned, and you get with Motorola, is the absolutely stacked package with case, cable, and even a charger. Something that, for instance, Sony, with their Xperias, doesn't include any of this, apart from the device and paper. They give you paper and they give you the phone. You don't even get the charger. Here you get literally everything that you'd expect to get in a box for a device that needs to be charged. You actually get things that you can charge it with, because hey, maybe not everyone has a charger at home, and shit, spending money on a phone, I believe you should be getting everything in there to use it, because a day later this device becomes a brick if you don't have a charger. So props to Motorola for including it. It's still a fantastic device, one that I wouldn't have a problem using right now if someone gave it to me. It's a solid phone with a decent price. Not the best, but it does offer, like I mentioned, some perks with that price. Now the question will be to you, if the perks that it offers with the quality are the perks that you're looking for, or do you prefer a cheaper device that might be a little bit faster but feel cheaper? So anyway, I leave you with that, and with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this device. So, when you boot it up for the very first time, you should be presented with the same screen that I can see on my end, which is the language selection page. So, click right here on the first option and select your desired language. In suggested, we already have English, but if you want, you can scroll down to actual English language, and then when you select it, it gives you the suggested regions right here. So we have things like Australia, Canada, India, United Kingdom, and US. Now, because this kind of defines the region, I believe, I'm going to select something that isn't UK or US, as the consumer rights in both of those places is, well, they're abhorrent, to say the least. One doesn't even have freedom of speech anymore, and the other one just doesn't have freedom of being a user. So, you know, let's go with Canada. It's still better than any other option. Moving on, we can select Start, and we can set it up using another device. So if you have a second phone, old phone to be more precise, you'll get a pop-up like this on it when you unlock it, allowing you to basically move over any kind of data that Google can hoover up to their cloud, and then it's going to get moved here. Now, don't be fooled by this. It's kind of moronic design for moving over the data. As for instance, applications don't get actually moved over from one phone to another. It's just the information that this phone should download a specific application from Play Store. That's kind of how it works, which is absolutely effing stupid. And obviously, all of this data is being hoovered up by Google, which means bye-bye to your privacy. Personally, I despise this, so I will say screw that. I'm going to move over every application manually if I have to, just so Google doesn't have this data, which I do kind of am aware how moronic that sounds, because I'm literally using Android, which means that they already have this data, but not everything, so I like to keep it as private as possible. Moving on, we have connect to Wi-Fi network. If this is the first time you setting up this device, you might need to connect to network, but I am uncertain. I don't remember if this was the case for me when I was setting it up. So just be aware of that, that sometimes you might need to connect to it. In any case, I'm going to be skipping it. And this asks me to insert my SIM card. Now, it asks me to insert a physical SIM card right here, which we have space for just one, but the phone supports two. It supports a second one as an eSIM. Now, to add an eSIM, you would need to be connected to network. Otherwise, you won't be able to do so. And it's not even showing up here, so just know that if it doesn't show up even after you connect to network, you can add an eSIM in the settings under network and connections. Now, by not inserting a SIM card, which means not having a mobile network and not connecting to Wi-Fi, it gets me this pop-up that I'm going to be setting up my device in offline mode, which will prevent me from being able to sign into Google account, restore apps and data, get software updates, and automatically set date and time. This absolutely means nothing, because all of these options can be changed later on. It's just referring to the setup. Now here we have privacy and security. Now this is from a Motorola, just saying. And we have things like help improve Motorola products. Yeah, no, if you want data, you can pay for it like everyone else. Enhanced device support. Get customized support and recommendations for your device, aka get ads. No. Optimize battery usage. Now, I'm not sure why this is turned off. I will turn that on, as it basically tries to improve how long the battery lasts by learning how you use it. Now, again, I'm going to be learning it by using artificial intelligence. It's not really labeled right here as AI, I believe. But if you go into the settings and battery, it actually is labeled as AI in there. So obviously it's going to be gathering data on how you use your phone. Take it as you may. If you like your privacy, you might not want to use this. It's up to you. Completely understandable if you're kind of creeped out by this. Then we have some smart updates, automatically download and install security updates and bug fixes over Wi-Fi. Now we do want to point out this option. If we turn this off, you might be thinking it's a great thing to turn off now that Google has basically come out with their corporate overlord aspirations and basically tries to tell you how you're going to be using your own device by their rules. And if you don't like it, well, tough shit, you don't really have much of another option. So what I'm referring to specifically is the Android's or Google's lock on Android to prevent sideloading applications. Now they're claiming that this is done for security purposes because a lot of applications out there come with malware, just like their freaking store, but yet they do shit about that one. So I called load of bullshit there. So that's one thing. Number two, if they wanted to protect you from malware, I don't know. Have we ever heard about things like antiviruses? Or is that just like a thing of the past as an imaginary concept that no one else remembers? Because that would have been a better option without removing your personal the way you can use the device, restricting you while still solving a problem. But let's be honest, Google isn't here trying to protect you. They're trying to protect their bottom ass so they can eat my ass. That's basically my perspective on this. And I do want to point out, this option, which I was kind of getting to, means absolutely shit. So if you turn that off, it supposedly states that this device wouldn't be getting fixes over Wi-Fi, security updates, and other things. That's bullshit. Because when Google decides to implement this, it's not going to be asking you for your permission. It's just going to be loaded when you have internet connection without your permission or knowledge. So just be very wary of that. And it's not something that can possibly stop unless you literally turn off the Google OTA updates as a service that is running deep in the system. You can actually delete it. But by doing so, you wouldn't be getting actual security updates, which means your device might be open to actual threats of being hacked in the future. Again, to be fair, I think I prefer that option over not being able to control my device the way I want it, which kind of defeats the purpose of this feature if it's designed the way Google intends it to be, like security. If I prefer to be less secure and maintain features, then it's not really a feature now, is it? So just know that this basically will not affect that, even though technically it's implying that it does affect things like bug fixes and install security updates and so on. It won't affect that. Anyway, let's move on to the next page, which is the date and time. Now, this will not show up if you chose to connect to any kind of network, either a Wi-Fi or mobile data. I didn't, so hence why it's showing up here. Next, we have Google Services, location scanning and sending user and diagnostic data. It's Google. Let's be honest. These options mean absolutely F all. You can turn all of them off and Google will still know exactly what you're doing when you're scratching your ass and when you're not home or whatever. Location, it's not just being able to be gathered through GPS and, for instance, Wi-Fi, like it's claiming here. It can also be gathered through Bluetooth devices or that other devices can spot, through cell towers, and through several different methods that aren't listed or mentioned here. So it's kind of not lying, but just obfuscating the truth, which in turn is kind of lying. So just know that these options mean absolutely shit. And if they did, then when criminals go with their phones and put them in airplane mode, turn every toggle off, they're still being found. Now, this shouldn't be possible if these options actually did what they supposedly claim they do. So ignore this, know that it literally means absolutely nothing. Next, we have the Set a PIN option. By default, it opts into a 4 to 6-digit PIN, but you can click right here under Screen Lock Security Options and choose Pattern or Password as well. So obviously, maybe not as well, but one of those. So choose whichever one you want. I'm actually going to leave this device unprotected, but I do not recommend you do that. It's your phone. It usually holds personal information like your personal photos, contacts, your bank account applications with everything signed in. So it's best you protect your phone so this data isn't out there for anyone to grab when they find your device when you have lost it or when it subsequently gets stolen. So put a password on it, protect your device. Like maybe not the same kind of idea here, but don't be a fool. Protect your tool. Let's put it this way. So yeah, I'll be skipping this. I'm not going to be using this device, so it really doesn't matter. Now, if you chose to select a screen lock of any sort, you will be also able to add a fingerprint sensor or fingerprint as a way to unlock your device on top of that. But if you don't have any screen lock, physical one, you can't. Next, we have Stay in Touch. So just basically Motorola pestering you about your email so they can send you spam. Not now. Are you sure? Yeah, I said not now. I said not now. How many times? No, piss off. You can see that they are very, very adamant on you providing that information. Next, we have navigation style. So we have gestures and we have buttons. Obviously, I'm going to select gestures. Themes, or basically mode, light, dark mode, or transition. Transition basically switches from light to dark mode based on time of day. It's a great option if you like both of these options at the same time in a way. So during the daytime, you prefer light mode, during the nighttime, dark mode, then select this one. I will keep it in light mode. And we're basically finished. I'm going to swipe up. And here is our home screen with the device fully set up. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and right here we have to scroll and find the section with apps, so let's tap. Then let's tap on see all 56 apps, of course 56 in my case, and then tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Then tap on Reset Up Preferences, and here your device is informing you what it will actually reset, so among others disabled app notifications and any permission restrictions. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset Apps, and basically this is it. Alright, so that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the battery. Here scroll down again to find battery percentage, and as you can see in my case this option is turned off, so simply tap on the switcher and your device will immediately display the percentage next to the battery icon, and this is the only way to show battery percentage here on the status bar. So for example, you cannot show it inside the battery icon, only next to it. Of course you can turn this option off just by tapping on the switcher again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find display. Then let's scroll down and find the option which is called screen timeout. And as you can see here, we've got some options which are currently available in this device. So at the top we've got relatively short options like 15 or 30 seconds, and at the bottom the longest, which is 30 minutes. So all you have to do is to simply tap on the option you'd like to use. I'll pick for example 5 minutes. It will be immediately marked, and after getting back you can see that it is notified right here, which means that from now on, after 5 minutes of an activity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's start with opening the dialer and entering the code, which is *06#. And as you can see at the bottom of this pop-out window, we've got the serial number of this device, so let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings, so let's tap on them. Right here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. And here scroll down to find Device Identifiers, I believe, or not, or Device Details. Here we've got the model, and after tapping on it, we've got the serial number of this device. So again, just go to Device Details and tap on Model, which is at the top. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to soft reset or force restart your device. So this operation will be useful if for some reason your device stopped working properly and it does not respond to your touches. All you have to do is to press the power button and volume up button together and wait until you'll see the black screen and then the developer's logo. So let me try to do it. Let me press both of those buttons, and here we've got this power off and restart option, but let's pretend that we cannot tap on it. So keep pressing those buttons until we'll see the black screen. We've got it, which is nice, but keep pressing until you'll see the developer's logo. Now we can release the buttons, and now simply wait until our device will be fully powered on again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's start with the fastest way. We have to open the dialer and tap on the keypad and enter the code, which is *#06#. And as you can see, by this code we are provided with both the IMEI numbers of this device. So let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's open the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone, and then scroll to find device details. And after scrolling down, you can see that here we've got the section with both IMEI numbers. So all you have to do is to simply tap on the specific IMEI to check the number. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to reset camera preferences on this device. So let's actually start with opening the camera app. So let's tap on it. And now we are in the standard photo mode. However, the mode doesn't really matter here because we have to open general settings. I hope that you can see those grid lines. I've applied them before I've started recording because I'd like to show you a visual evidence that the reset option will work. So they should disappear. So now all we have to do is to tap on the settings icon in the right upper corner and then scroll all the way down to find this reset option. So let's tap on reset and tap on reset to confirm. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the grid lines are not visible, which means that we just successfully reset all camera preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, all we need to do is to launch the power menu. We do it by clicking the power button and volume up button at the same time, just like that. Really easy thing. Now all you need to do is to simply tap on the restart button. Now as you can see, our screen has been turned off. And now simply wait a few seconds until your phone turns on. It will be ready to use. Also, I will tell you that rebooting your device from time to time is good for your device health and its performance, because during that process our phone rests. Also, the RAM gets freed up and it might help with the performance of our device. Also, if you have some issues, for example, that you have long time of opening the apps or certain apps doesn't want to work at all, reboot can help in some situations. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find security and privacy. Then let's scroll down and find more security and privacy, and here we have to localize encryption and credentials. So here, almost at the very bottom of the list, we've got the option we're looking for, so clear credentials. Let's tap on it, and your device will ask you if you really want to do it. So simply tap on OK to confirm, and not only we've got this information, but also this option is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Of course, if you've got the screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step, but no worries, it's normal. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can resize icons. First of all, hold your display and wait for all of those options to show. When they do, select Home Settings and tap on Icon Size available here. Now, all you need to do is operate this slider and check out Preview at the top. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work. So when I do that and go back, I can see that size of my icons has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode. So first of all, we have to change it to video. So just tap on the video. If you can see the red dot inside the shutter button, it means that for sure you're on the video mode. Now all we have to do is to take a look at this option bar at the top, and on the second position from the right, we've got the resolution. So let's tap on it, and after tapping, we will immediately change the resolution. So now we've got 4K. After tapping on it again, we've got FHD. And basically those two options are the only options connected with the resolution. So this is how to change it. And whichever resolution you can see here, it means that it was set successfully, and from now on your device will use it whilst recording a video. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change display refresh rate. All you need to do is go into Settings and tap on Display section available here. Now choose Display Refresh Rate and tap on the best one for you in order to apply it. It will be automatically applied, so all you need to do is go back. As you can see, display refresh rate of my Motorola has changed. Personally, I always go with the highest one, but if my battery is low, I go into auto mode or smooth one. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can check a password in Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll down to tap on Passwords, Passkeys and Accounts. Then hit Open under Google. Choose Google Password Manager and tap on any password you wanna check. Enter your screen lock. Tap on this eye icon and this way make your password visible. If it's too long for you to see, hit Edit and check it out here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all your downloads. All you need to do is find an app called Files that's already on your device. If you deleted it at any point, don't worry, just get it again from Play Store. This one. Anyway, after launching Files app, all you need to do is tap on Downloads category. So when I do that, all of my downloaded files are here. Now my favorite part, to launch any file, click on it on the left, and to manage it, click on those 3 dots on the right. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can delete a password from Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on Passwords, Passkeys and Accounts. Then hit Open under Google and Google Password Manager. Now it's time to select a password, like this one, and enter your current screen lock. Last but not least, tap on Delete button and confirm your choice in the pop-up. This operation won't delete any account, just a password from your manager. And after a few seconds, it's gone. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to reset device settings. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's tap on Reset Options, and as you can see on the 3rd position we've got the option we're looking for, so Reset Device Settings. Let's simply tap on it, and here your device is informing you that it will restore everything to the original settings which were before on the default, and any changes you've made to the following settings will be undone. So basically the battery, display and storage, be aware. So tap on Reset Device Settings, confirm everything with your screen lock. And here your device is asking again whether you really want to do it. So just tap on Reset Device Settings, and now we have to simply wait until it will be done. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So first of all we have to open the recents, and depending on what kind of navigation type you've got set, you can do it differently. If you've got the 3 buttons navigation, simply tap on the button with a square icon, and if you've got the gestures, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold it somewhere here, so something like that. After releasing here you've got the recents, and if you wish you can close all of them one by one manually just by swiping them up. However, if you wish to close all of them with only one click, you can either tap on Clear All here or go to the very left and tap on Clear All here. It's completely up to you, it works the same. So just tap on it. Here we've got the information, what apps were closed. We can open the recents to check, and here we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down and find the apps. And then let's scroll all the way down to find Special Access, and here install unknown apps. So right here we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and of course we can change it. So let's pretend I'd like to download the app from Chrome. So just find the Chrome in the list, tap on it and tap on the switcher next to it. And as you can see, after getting back, the Chrome is now allowed to install some content. Be aware, because you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk. So remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Of course, you can always remove previously granted permissions just by entering the app and tapping on the switcher again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can edit password in Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section, Passwords, Passkeys and Accounts. Then choose Open under Google and hit Google Password Manager. Following that, tap on any password you wanna edit and enter your screen lock. Then hit Edit button and change whatever you want to. Then hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. All you need to do is go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Then tap on About Phone at the bottom and hit the device name right next to Storage. Now type in whatever you want to and hit OK in the pop-up. Now most people miss that you should actually read this one and hit OK, because if you tap on Cancel, your name won't be saved. So make sure to tap on OK button twice. And enjoy your Motorola's new name. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change font size. If you don't like your current font size on this Motorola, here's how to change it using only Devices Settings. So let's begin by opening Settings and clicking on Display section over here. Now scroll down a tiny bit to choose Display Size and Text. And last but not least, operate this slider under Font Size to adjust it. You can check out Preview at the top. So when I do that and go back, I can see that size of my font has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app. And currently we are in the standard photo mode. So all we have to do is to take a look at this option bar at the top, and right in the middle we've got this crossed out icon which is connected with the timer. So let's simply tap on it, and in this device we've got 3 options, so off, 10 and 3 seconds delay. So all you have to do is to tap on the option I'd like to use. I'll pick 10 seconds, so just let me tap on it. As you can see, the icon will change slightly, so we can always check whether we've got the timer set or not. And now all we have to do is to tap on the shutter button, and from now on our device will count down from 10 or 3, depending on which option you've chosen, and after that time it will simply take a photo. And of course you can turn it off the same way, so just tap on the icon and tap on this crossed out icon, and from now on your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So let's start with opening the browser. In my case it will be Google Chrome, but no worries, this operation is pretty similar in all of the browsers which are commonly used, so I'm pretty sure that you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own browser. Now all we have to do is to tap on the 3 dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on Delete Browsing Data. So here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies, cache and other site data. We can change the time range here from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 7 days or 4 weeks, and then tap on delete data. However, if you wish to remove some advanced browsing history, tap on more options, and here we've got them. So saved passwords, autofill from data and site settings. Here separately we can change the time range also. So just choose the option and then tap on delete data. And as you can see, we just got back to the home page. Let's say here we've got the information that the browser has been cleared successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can clean storage. First of all, you need to find an app called Files that's already on your device. This one. If you deleted it at any point, don't worry, just get it again from Play Store. It's this one. Either way, after you find it, click on it and tap on those 3 lines at the top left corner. Then hit Clean. Tap on Clean under Junk Files and Clear in the pop-up. Don't worry, this operation won't delete any photos or apps, only junk files. So when I click, as you can see, storage of my Motorola was successfully cleaned. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change font style. First of all, go into Settings and tap on Personalize section right away. Then choose Fonts right under Themes and apply the best one for you by simply clicking on it. So when I do that and go back, I can see that style of my font has changed. Additionally, if you wanna know more, I discovered that you can access Moto folder, then find Moto app, and click on those 3 lines at the top left corner to access all of those options, including Personalize one. Then hit Fonts and apply the best one for you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use voice typing. First of all, you need to launch your keyboard and click on the microphone icon at the top right corner. If you can't see it, which is a common issue, don't worry, I got you. Before clicking on this microphone, then tap on gear icon and choose voice typing section to click on this switcher next to use voice typing feature. Then go back, check out if your microphone is here and click on it. If you never used voice typing before, you'll need to tap on while using the app in the pop-up. Then start typing. As you can see, voice typing is on. If you wanna stop, you can pause or click on the same microphone. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto rotation. First of all, go into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen, like that. Then look for Auto Rotate shortcut, and when you find it, click on it. As you can see, mine is here, so when I click, it turned blue. That means that auto rotation is enabled, but you can always disable it by tapping on the same shortcut until it's black. If you have a bit more time, I discovered that you can also go into settings, tap on display section here, and scroll down to manage auto rotation thanks to this switcher right next to it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's tap on reset options, and as you can see here we've got two options which are connected with the networks. Let's say at the top we've got reset mobile network settings, and under it's reset Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So as you can see they are simply separated. And the whole operation in both looks pretty much same. So just tap on the option, the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Here we've got the information that you cannot undo this action, so if you're ready, just tap on reset, and as you can see it was reset successfully. And same with mobile network settings, just tap on it, tap on reset settings. Here you will have to confirm it with your pattern, PIN or password with your screen lock basically. And here also the information that you cannot undo this action. So just tap on reset settings and we've got the information. We just successfully did it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all text correction options. First of all, go into settings and scroll all the way down right away. Don't worry, I tested it, so I can assure you it will work. When you get to the bottom of settings, select System. Then tap on Keyboard, On-Screen Keyboard, and Gboard. Last but not least, tap on Corrections and Suggestions and manage all of those options however you want to by clicking on the switches next to chosen features. Quick tip, if you can't find something here, you can go back and tap on this section called Preferences to manage, for example, your keyboard. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change sleep time to never. First of all, go into Play Store and download free app called Caffeine Keep Screen On. When it's ready, launch it and hit OK in Welcome pop-up to continue. If you want, you can tap on Timeout to make sure Infinite is on, and then go into Tab menu. Now edit your shortcuts. To do that, click on pen icon at the bottom right corner of your menu. Scroll all the way down, and when you see Caffeine shortcut at the bottom, hold it and drag it to the top. Then place it wherever you want to, let go, go back, and click on it. As you can see, Infinite Sleep Time is enabled. To disable it, tap on the same shortcut until it's gray. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to add the photo to a contact in this device. So let's begin with opening the contact list and find the contact which we'd like to edit. Then tap on this pencil icon in the right upper corner and let me quickly remove the photo. What you have to do is to simply tap on Add Picture or the circle here. And now we've got either device photos or Google Photos. In the device photos, we can open our own gallery or tap on the camera and take a photo of someone who's right in front of us. And in Google Photos, we've got our backed up photos. So let me pick the camera and let me take a photo of this logo. All right, we've got it. So now just tap on the stick icon to confirm. And now in this step, we can change the position of our photo. We can zoom it in or out. And thanks to this, we can decide what we will see after saving the whole contact, because this highlighted circle is responsible for it. So position it just like you want to and then tap on Choose to confirm. Now let's tap on Save in the right upper corner. And this is how our contact will look like. Of course, you will be able to see this photo on the contact list and, for example, during all incoming calls from that specific number. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can delete Google search bar from home screen. All you need to do to get rid of your search bar is hold it and wait for Remove section to show. When it does, drag your search bar on top of it, and when it's see-through, let go. As you can see, after a couple of seconds, my search bar was successfully deleted. Additionally, if you wanna see how to restore it, here's how to do it in a few seconds. Hold your display, tap on Widgets here, and then scroll to find Google app. Scroll again, hold your search bar, drag it to the proper place, and let go. Then tap on Home button. If you wish to resize it, hold it. Use those dots on the two sides and drag them to pick a perfect size of your search bar. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off suggestion strip at the top of your Gboard. If you don't have a suggestion strip at the top of your Gboard, don't worry, just go into settings and scroll all the way down. Trust me, I tested it. At the bottom, hit System, then tap on Keyboard, on-screen keyboard and Gboard. Now it's time to choose Corrections and Suggestions and scroll to use this switcher next to Suggestion Strip. When it's blue, that means that suggestion strip was successfully enabled. If you wanna disable it, click on the same switcher until it's gray. Quick tip, after enabling suggestion strip, you can click on gear icon at the top of it and get to the same settings I just showed you in a few seconds. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off app notifications. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to tap on Notifications right away. Now choose App Notifications here and finally tap on Most Recent. It's time to sort your apps. Pick one of those options to see apps with most recent notifications, most frequent notifications, all apps you have on your Motorola, or apps with notifications already disabled. Wherever you decided, when you're ready, use blue switchers next to your apps to block notifications from them, or gray ones to switch them back on. Quick tip, most people forget that you can actually click on any app available on the left, like that. Block notifications here thanks to this switcher, and also manage all of those options however you want to. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change default apps. First of all, go into Play Store and download your new default or new defaults. I won't change my browser, so let's go with Firefox. Just for example. After you download all of your new apps, you can exit Play Store and go into Settings. Sorry. Now, after opening Settings, scroll down a tiny bit to access apps available here. Then click on Default Apps under General and tap on one of those sections you wanna manage. In my case, Browser App. Finally, tap on an app you wanna apply as your new default and go back. So when I do that, as you can see, my default app has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off autocorrection. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Then tap on the System section, select Keyboard, on-screen keyboard, and finally Gboard. Now it's time to click on this section called Corrections and Suggestions and tap on this switcher next to Autocorrection to turn it off or switch it on. Quick tip, most people forget that you can tap on Autocorrection on the left and this way get access to this feature called Undo Autocorrect on Backspace. Manage it thanks to this switcher right next to it. Personally, if you decided to enable autocorrection, I will recommend to try this feature because it really makes a difference. And if you won't like it, you already know where to switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here, let me go back quickly. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's tap on languages and tap on system languages. So here we've got the list of languages which are currently, let's say, applied to the device. This is the shortcut of the very long list. So in order to add a language, we have to tap on add a language, obviously, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. So all you have to do is to find yours and tap on it. I'll pick Turkish. After tapping on the language, you can choose the region if it is available. So just tap on it. And our language has been immediately applied to the list. However, the English is still a main one. So all you have to do is to tap on the language you'd like to use and hold it, and then drag it to the first position. Then let's tap on change to confirm. And as you can see, from now on, the whole system will be displayed in the chosen language. Let me do it again. Tap on it and hold it, and then drag it to the first position and tap on change. And we've got English applied. If you wish to remove the languages, simply tap on the three dots icon here and tap on remove. Mark the language which you'd like to delete and tap on the trash bin icon. Tap on remove, and we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off location. First of all, go into Tap menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen, like that. Now, to use location fastest, you should place it over here somewhere. To do that, use this pen icon at the bottom right corner of your menu. Scroll to find location shortcut, and when you find it, hold it. Then drag it to the perfect place and let go. Click on the back button and tap on your new shortcut. If you see this pop up, you need to hit turn on. Don't worry, it shows up only once. As you can see, my location shortcut is blue. That means that location is on. To switch it off, tap on the same shortcut until it's black. If you want to, you can also go into settings. Scroll to click on location section here and manage it thanks to this switcher next to use location. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. And simply for checking, you can use Wi-Fi or mobile data. However, if you will decide to download the update, I highly recommend switching to the Wi-Fi because thanks to it, you can simply avoid some additional charges because the files which are connected with the updates are quite large. All right, so we've got the internet connection, then we can open the settings. Here, let's scroll down until you'll find this system updates, and let's tap on it. And then let's tap on check for updates here. And basically you can meet two different scenarios, or actually three, as you can see. So the first one is where your device is up to date and there's nothing to download. It will show you relevant information about it, so you're good to go. You do not have to do anything. The second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added. You will be able to check more info. And after that, simply tap on download or install. It should appear somewhere here. And actually the third scenario is where your device actually downloaded the update. And here your device is insisting on restarting because without it, it won't be able to install the update. So you can also check it here whether you've got the update downloaded. So then simply tap on restart now. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can select and delete multiple photos at once. First of all, you need to open Photos app and decide if you want to delete your photos from Photos or Collections sections. Let's start with Photos. Hold one of your pictures you wanna get rid of and select multiple by clicking on those icons at the top right corners. Now, to keep some of those photos, tap on them. And to get rid of the rest, tap on Bin button at the bottom and confirm your choice in the pop-up after clicking on Got It. Now, if you want to delete them from Collections, click on Collections here. Tap on one of your folders from which you want to delete your photos. Hold one, use the same icons. Tap on the ones you wanna keep, and this time tap on the same Bin button at the top right corner between this plus and a shopping cart. Then confirm your choice at the bottom. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this general list we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's tap on date and time, and as you can see here we've got some options which are currently inactive. We cannot really manually change them. It is because we are using the time and time zone set automatically. So first of all, let's turn off both of those switchers, and now we can freely tap on date and change the date right here in the calendar. Find the date, tap on it and tap on OK. The same with the time, just choose it from the clock. First of all, hours, then minutes, and as you can see it will be immediately set. Here the time zone, just tap on it, tap on the region, and here we've got the full list of available regions, so simply find yours and tap on it. It will be immediately set. Right here you can also change the time format, so you can either use local default, which is more or less automatic, or you can turn off this option and set either 12-hour format, so just leave it alone, or 24-hour one just by tapping on the switcher right here. So this is how it works, and this is the whole manual customization of date and time. Of course, you can go back to all previous settings just by tapping on those switchers here to set everything automatically. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can check all specifications of this Motorola. Many of you ask me in the comments what app I'm using or how I'm checking specifications of devices I'm testing. And today I will show you exactly how I do it. Firstly, go into Play Store and download free app called DevCheck Device and System Info from Flare to Developer. This one. Not sponsored, by the way. When it's successfully downloaded, you can open it right away and check out all of those informations about your device's dashboard. Quick tip, in some of those sections, like here, you can click on all of those options. And my favorite part is you can not only read all of those, but also hit settings at the bottom right corner to check out all of those informations in your settings right away. Then you can learn about your hardware, system, battery, network, apps, camera, and even sensors. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can download and apply animated live wallpaper called Magic Fluids. Begin by opening Play Store and downloading free app called Magic Fluids Light Fluid Theme from Mad Scientist. When it's ready, launch it, and to mute the music, click at the bottom left corner. Now select Consent and tap on this gear at the top left corner to operate all of those options and create a perfect wallpaper. You can check out Preview at the top. If you don't like this one, you can always select Preset, click on any of those, and then adjust it. Either way, use this X at the top right corner, and then to apply your wallpaper, those three lines at the bottom right corner. Hit Set as Live Wallpaper, select Yes, tap on Set Wallpaper and decide where by clicking on one of those options. So when I do that and go back, I can see that mine was successfully applied. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can open apps in split screen view. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. Common mistake is opening one app in the background and clicking on the icon of it. If you do that, split screen option won't be available. What you need to do is open two apps you wanna use in split screen in the background. For example, let's open Chrome and Messages. Then, with both of them opened in the background, you need to decide which one you wanna use on the top half of your screen and tap on the icon of it available at the top. Then select Split Screen and click on the second app. As you can see now, I can use both at the same time. If you wanna go back from this mode, you can either go into background apps and swipe them like that, or if you wanna still use one of them, hold this line available in the middle and drag one of your apps all the way up, or all the way down. Then to close the remaining one, tap on Home button. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find sounds and vibration. Then let's scroll down to localize this ringtone and sound, and as you can see, the phone ringtone is divided between two different SIM cards, which means that you can set separate ringtones for the first SIM card and for another one. So this eSIM. So let me show you how to do it using this one. It doesn't matter. After tapping on the SIM card, on the phone ringtone actually, we will have this pop-out window with pre-installed ringtones from which we can choose. At the top we've got the option None, which means that after choosing it, your device will not use any kind of sound to notify about the incoming call. And on the other hand, at the bottom of this list, we've got this option Add Ringtone. And after tapping on it, we can open our own files. So if you've got something, for example, downloaded or recorded, then you will be able to tap on it. Tap on it, yes, and set it as a ringtone. However, if you wish to choose something from pre-installed ones, simply tap on the ringtone and decide whether you like it or not. So let's pretend, maybe it's a little bit too loud. So let's pretend I wish to set this natural. So just mark it and tap on OK. And as you can see, it is notified right here, which means that from now on, your device will use the chosen ringtone to notify about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it using Bluetooth. Begin by opening Settings and tapping on Connected Devices right away. Then choose Pair New Device and wait for available ones to show. When they do, click on the one you want to connect to. Select Pair in the pop-up and wait for the other device to accept your connection request. As you can see, my devices were successfully connected. Quick tip: if you are connecting to another smartphone or a tablet, you will need to accept connection request manually on the second device. You don't have to do that in case of speaker or, for example, headphones. Now, to manage connection request, you can click on this gear next to your saved device and tap on Connect if you want to reconnect now. Or to forget this connection completely, forget over here. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. You can also operate this switcher next to Internet access to enable or disable it, and even tap on this pen at the top right corner to rename the device you are connected to. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to activate automatic system updates on this device. So in this device we do not have this option shown directly in the section connected with the updates. We have to actually turn on the advanced mode to be able to do that. But of course I'll show you all of the steps. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. So let's tap on it. Then let's scroll down and go to device identifiers. And here we've got something called build number. So all you have to do right now is to keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. It should appear right here. Moreover, if you've got the screen lock applied, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step. So no worries, it's a regular step. Your device simply needs the confirmation that you want to activate this advanced mode. So after that, we can go back to the general list of the settings and go to System. Now let's tap on Developer Options, and here we have to scroll down just a little bit to find this option, Automatic System Updates. In my case, this option is turned on. However, if you've got it turned off, simply tap on the switcher here, and basically since this option is active, your device is allowed to apply the updates whenever it will be restarted. So your device will simply apply the updates, of course, if the update is available. You can turn this option off just by tapping on the switcher again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can download and apply Apple layout on this Android. First of all, go into Play Store and download free app called OS Launcher from Launcher Studio Developer. This one. When it's ready, you don't have to open it, but you need to exit Play Store and go into Devices Settings. Now scroll to hit Apps available here. Tap on Default Apps under General and click on Home App. Then tap on Launcher Pro. Tap on Allow All in the pop-up. This is really important for it to work properly. And wait. As you can see, after a few seconds, Apple layout was applied successfully on my Motorola. Now, if you want to change anything regarding OS Launcher, just exit Downloaded App, Launcher Pro, and follow all of the instructions within. If you wanna go back to your standard launcher, go back to the same settings and tap on Moto App Launcher. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can add a password to Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll down to click on this section called Passwords, Passkeys and Accounts. Then choose Open under Google and tap on Google Password Manager. Now, if you can't see any of those options, that means that you never added a password before. To make them visible, you need at least one, so to fix it, hit Settings at the bottom right corner. Now make sure Offer to Save Passwords option is on, log in into any app and hit Save in the pop-up. This way, your password will appear here and you'll be able to add any other one manually. To do it now, hit Add Passwords and input all of those informations. At the top, you can input any website, or click on Select App and tap on a chosen one. Then enter your username, email or phone number, passwords, and even take some helpful notes. When you're ready, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's begin with opening the app which will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, settings, whatever, just have the keyboard on the screen. And now all you have to do is to tap on this settings icon in the upper panel. Then let's go to the languages at the top and tap on Add Keyboard. So basically here we've got the full list of available keyboards from which we can choose. So of course you can scroll and find the language, or simply tap on search language and enter the name of the language you'd like to apply, and then after finding, of course, tap on it. Right here we've got the keyboard layouts, so you can simply choose the specific keyboard layout which you'd like to use just by marking it and then tap on Done. And as you can see, this language has been immediately applied to this list, and this is the list basically of all applied languages. And before I'll show you how to remove the previous language, I'd like to show you how to use the keyboard with 2 or more languages added. So let me go back. Here we've got a hint, as you can see. We've got an additional key which is called globe icon, thanks to which we can change the keyboard layout. So now we've got English, and after tapping on it, we've got the Urdu one. Moreover, the spacebar, it's not empty anymore. Right now we've got the name of the language we're currently using. So if you wish to remove the language, simply go to the settings again, tap on the languages, and here tap on this edit icon in the right upper corner. Mark the language which you'd like to remove and tap on the trash bin icon. And we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it to printer. Begin by opening Settings and tapping on Connected Devices right away. Now choose Connection Preferences and select Printing. Following that, you can either click on Default Print Service or select Add Service to install the best one for your printer. Either way, whatever you decided, you need to enable it the same way. Click on it and make sure this switcher is blue. Then wait. Your device is looking for a printer, and when it finds one, it will connect to it. Quick tip, if you still can't connect, don't worry, I got you. You need to enable any print service and wait for those 3 dots at the top right corner to show up. When they do, click on them and tap on Add Printer. Now, if your printer supports Wi-Fi direct printing, use this switcher, hit Allow, and tap on Find Wi-Fi direct printers so your device will search for it. You can also tap on Add Printer by IP address, input it here, select Add and connect manually. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find Personalize. Then let's tap on this Wallpaper section, and here we've got the preview of the lock screen and the home screen. Under it we've got the list of available wallpapers from which we can choose, which are pre-installed. Here we've got also My Photos, which is basically your own gallery, and you can set your own photo as a wallpaper. Here we've got something which is called Create with AI, so basically you can simply use AI to customize it, and you have to either take a photo or choose it from your previous photos. Dynamic, and here we've got pre-installed ones. Here we've got, I believe, animated options, and I will pick this one. So just let me tap on download, and you will need the internet connection obviously to be able to use it. And here, curated images. After tapping on it, you can tap on change wallpaper again, and here we've got much more options from which we can choose. I mean, here we've got also pre-installed wallpapers, and they are also categorized into different albums, like earth, like solid colors, etc. So a lot of things to choose from. I'll pick live wallpapers. So this is the wallpaper I've already downloaded, so let me tap on it. And now after checking the preview of the home screen and the lock screen, simply tap on the stick icon to to confirm it. And as you can see, we just got back to the home page, and the wallpaper has been applied successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can clone apps. If you wanna clone apps on this Motorola, you don't need to download any app cloner. All you need to do is open Devices Settings and scroll to tap on Apps section available here. Then scroll again, and this time click on Cloned Apps. Now, to clone any of available apps here, you need to tap on plus icon next to the chosen one. Or, quick tip, you can tap on your app on the left and clone it by tapping on Create here. Wherever you decided, tap on plus icon and wait for your app to be successfully cloned. Now you can click on it again, also on the left, this time to operate all of those options. So when I go back and check it out, I can see that my app was successfully cloned. Now, if you wanna delete your clone, you can hold it and drag it to Uninstall section. Let go. Confirm your choice in the pop-up and wait. But you can also go back to the same settings and do the same by tapping on bin icon next to WhatsApp and using the same pop-up to confirm your choice. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use Keyboard Clipboard. First of all, you need to launch your keyboard and click on this icon of a clipboard at the top of it. Now, to activate it, use this switcher at the top right corner and go back thanks to this arrow at the top left one. Now it's time to use it. Copy or cut any text to try it out. And to paste it instantly, click on it at the top of your keyboard. To paste it later on, you need to click on Clipboard again. If you only see suggested words and emojis, you need to tap on this icon at the top left corner and then access your clipboard here. Now, tap on your text in order to paste it, and if you want to paste it after an hour, you need to pin it or it will disappear. To do that, hold it and tap on pin icon. You can unpin it the same way. Now, to delete it, you can either swipe it to the right, swipe it to the left, or hold it and tap on Pin button in the pop-up. Last but not least, to disable Clipboard, use the same switcher as before. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can add photos to text message. First of all, you need to open Messages app and select or create a chat. Now, when you're ready, click on this icon of a photo available at the bottom right corner. And to add any photo from here, just swipe and click on it. You can swipe up to check out if all of them were successfully added. Then you can send them right away. But what about photos you can't see here? In this case, you should scroll all the way down and hit Folders section available at the bottom left corner that will let you pick photos from your gallery. Click on them and tap on Add button at the bottom right corner. Then you can swipe up and send them. Last but not least, if you wanna take a photo and add it, use the same icon. And this time use all of those options here. You can switch your camera, disable or enable flash, zoom in or out, and finally click on a shutter to take a pic that will be automatically added. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can set up Face Unlock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Then scroll again to choose Device Unlock and tap on Face Unlock section available here. Now, if you cannot continue, that's because you don't have screen lock. In order to set up face recognition, you need to have it. Don't worry though, you can go back, hit screen lock here, and set it up. Then go back to Face Unlock, enter it, and tap on Setup at the bottom right corner twice. Then keep your face in frame and follow all of the instructions from your screen. When you finished, you need to decide if you want to enable or disable Skip Lock Screen and Leave to Unlock by tapping on those two switches. When you're ready, hit Next and tap on Done. So now when I go back, switch off my screen and turn it back on, I can see that Face Unlock is working properly. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restart Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Alright, we have two methods how we can do it. We have a normal reboot using the power menu, and we also have the force restart. I'll show you both methods. When it comes to the reboot using the power menu, to launch the menu we need to click power button and volume up button at the same time, just like that. Now all you need to do is to simply tap on the restart button. After that your device will be turned off, then wait a few seconds, and after that your device will be automatically turned on again, and it will be ready to use. Also, rebooting your device can help with some problems. For example, let's say that you have some problems with your apps, they don't want to launch, or it's taking really long before that app opens. I had a few situations like that when I was using this device, and a reboot helped me. So that's the moment when you can perform a reboot. Also, rebooting your device regularly can expand its lifespan, and it's good for its performance. For example, reboot once a week, it's completely recommended. Okay, and when it comes to the force restart, it's the best way to use it. For example, we should use it when we cannot perform reboot using the power menu, or for example in situations like when we have frozen on or unresponsive screen. To perform a force restart, we need to simply hold power button and volume up button until the phone turns off. So let me show you how to do it. Simply keep holding both buttons. Okay, and when the screen turns off, you can release your fingers. You can see that the logo appeared on the screen. And now simply wait until the phone turns on. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can add emergency numbers. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away to access this section called Safety and Emergency. Then tap on Emergency Contacts. Select Add Contact and click on the one you wanna set up. Then do exactly the same with all the other ones you need. Now, if you want to change order of your contacts, hit Reorder at the top right corner. Hold one, drag it to the proper place, and let go. Now, to discard those changes, hit X at the top left corner. To save them, hit Save at the top right one. If you want to delete any contact from this list, not from your device, use this X next to it and confirm your choice in the pop-up. Last but not least, many people forget that you should tap on Change Setting option and make sure this switcher is on, the one next to Show When Locked, because thanks to it, your contacts will be accessible from locked screen. So let's check it out. I will go back, switch off my screen, turn it back on, and swipe up. Now tap on Emergency Call, choose View Emergency Info, and see my contacts. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can operate Permission Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to tap on this section called Security and Privacy. Scroll again, and here's a common issue. Most people can't find Permission Manager because it's listed under Privacy Controls. So click here, and then tap on Permission Manager. Now, pick any feature you wanna manage, like camera, and check out all of your apps under Allowed all the time, Allowed only while in use, or Not Allowed. Click on the one you wanna manage, and pick one of those options. In my case, camera access for this app, Dev Check, Allow only while using the app, Ask every time, or Don't allow. I will go with Allow only while using, so when I tap and go back, I can set DevCheck gained access to my camera when I'm using this app. But here's what most people miss. You can pick any feature just to find an app you are interested in, like I will go into Contacts, only to manage my photos. And instead of selecting any of those options, click on this tiny sentence over here. See all permissions. Then manage all of those, only for chosen app, the same way. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a WhatsApp backup on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, all we need to do is to launch our WhatsApp. Once we are here, we need to click on those three dots in the top right corner and open up the settings. Now find Chats, scroll down a little until you find Chat Backup. Okay, let's begin with Google account. Simply tap on it. And now, in my case, currently, this Google account is selected. And on that account, our backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if you want to restore your backup in the future, you'll need to be logged into the same Google account that you have selected right in here during the backup process. If you want, of course, you can add another account. Okay, below we have the automatic backups. Defaultly, this option is turned off. In my case, I put it only monthly, which means that each month the backup will be automatically made, and I don't need to do this manually. Pretty convenient thing, and you can pick between one of those possible modes. Let's also make sure that we included the videos in our backup. Simply turn it on, because defaultly it's also turned off. And on the bottom, we have end-to-end encrypted backup. If you choose to turn it on, in here you will be able to create a unique password that you will need to type in the future if you want to restore your chats. But be aware that if you create that password and when you forget it, you won't be able to restore your chats and everything will be lost. But remember also that it's not necessary to create it to perform a backup. So it's up to you simply. It's an extra security feature. Okay, now make sure that you have some free Google storage space right in here. And now simply hit backup button. The process will start, so let's wait a little bit. In my case, it won't take long because I don't have many messages. Alright, as you take a look on the last backup in here, we can see the hour. They are the same, so that's a confirmation that everything went successfully. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I'll show you how you can capture screenshot on this phone. So, to get started, you'll want to open up content that you wish to capture, which for me, I'll be using home screen as an example for this. Now once your content is open and visible, simply press the power button and the volume down at the same time. You get this annoying sound along with the pop-up right here with messaging, edit, share, Google Lens, and delete options. And you also see this automatically disappears from the screen if you don't click on any of these options. Now, once it disappears, you can find your captured screenshot by going into your Photos application, and it will show up in your Photos tab, as you can see right here. But if you're trying to find it later on down the line, whatever screenshot you've captured, and you have a bunch of like photos, videos, screenshots, screen recordings, downloaded images, and all that other memes and whatever you have on here, it might be simpler to navigate it to albums, which right now are not visible right here because there isn't enough content. But right here you'll find albums. And when this shows up, you can click on it, and in those albums, actually, wait, we can also, I guess, navigate to the search, which also kind of brings them up. So you can see in here we also have screenshot album visible right here. Now in the middle tab where you have albums, you will also find these categories at the very bottom below all the albums that are visible, and you can see this list, or you can also find the screenshot album as an actual like a tile. So once you see it, you can tap on it, and this will take you strictly to a location where you can only see screenshots. Makes it super easy to find whatever you're looking for. And here is a screenshot that I've captured. Now for me, it was easy to find it no matter what, but just warning you for the future when you're trying to look through like an absolute cluster mess of photos and videos, this will be the best way. So there we go. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can operate vibration settings. While testing this Motorola, I discovered it has a lot of haptic feedback options, so let's go through all of them. First, go into Settings and scroll to tap on Sound and Vibration. Now you need to scroll and click on this section called Vibration and Haptics. To enable or disable it, use this switcher next to Use Vibration and Haptics. If you decided to enable them, here you can adjust intensity for incoming calls vibrations by operating this slider. Then, enable or disable all of those vibration options for your incoming calls by tapping on the switches next to them. Vibrate first, then ring gradually. Vibrate for answered calls. And synchronized ring vibration. When you're done with this section, scroll and adjust intensity of vibrations for notifications, alarms, touch feedback, and media by operating all of those sliders over here. Then go back. Use this switcher next to Always Show icon when in vibrate mode to enable or disable it. You will see this icon at the top of your screen. Scroll again and hit this option, Charging Sounds and Vibration, if you want to manage it as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So let's begin with opening the contacts, for example with the usage of the dialer. Then find the contact which you'd like to block and tap on it. And then tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Unfortunately, we have to choose another contact because that one did not have the phone number assigned. So that may be this one. No, this one also doesn't have a number, which is quite strange because here we've got the number. Okay. So if we've got the contact, here under it we've got the contact settings, and as you can see we've got block numbers. So let's simply tap on it, and your device will ask you if you really want to do it, because you will no longer receive any incoming calls or text messages from this number. I don't want to report it as a spam, so simply tap on block to finish. And as you can see, here we've got this characteristic icon, which means that the number has been blocked successfully. Of course, we can unblock it the same way right here, but let me leave it like this. We will check whether it will appear on the blacklist or not. So now, to open the blacklist, we have to go back to the contacts, and it doesn't really matter actually if you will be on the contacts, recents, or favorites. Just tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and open the settings. Here, we have to tap on blocked numbers. And this is the list, the blacklist actually, and that's the number we blocked from our contacts. So as you can see, the previous option also works. Here we can simply tap on add a number and enter the number manually. Tap on block and it will be immediately applied. At the top we've got also the option unknown, thanks to which we can block the calls from all unidentified callers. Just by tapping on the switcher we can activate that. We can turn it off the same way. And if you wish to unblock the number, nothing easier, just tap on this X button right next to it and tap on unblock. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to activate the developer options on this device. So So let's begin with opening the settings. Let me go back quickly. And first of all, we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. Then we have to find a special number which is called a build number. So let's go to the device identifiers because the build number is right here. So all we have to do right now is to keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're into developer mode. And be aware, if you've got the screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step because we are simply activating advanced mode. So just enter it to confirm it's normal. After that, let's go back to the general list of the settings and open the system. Here we've got developer options, so let's enter. And as you can see here, we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. This list is really, really long and wide. We've got a lot of categories here. So for example, we can set the transparent navigation bar. We can change window animation scale. We can show pointer location. Here we've got some options which are connected with networking overall because we've got Bluetooth, USB here, Wi-Fi, etc. So basically, to turn on the feature, you have to simply tap on the switch on it, for example, like here, and it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course, you can turn it off the same way. And if you've got the options without the switcher, simply tap on them to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can always turn them off just by tapping on the switcher, which is pinned to the top of the screen, and it is highlighted. So just tap on it, and your device needs to be restarted after that to actually change to hide the developer options. So just tap on restart, your device will be automatically powered off and then powered on again. I don't want to do it. However, after this operation, the developer options will disappear from the system settings, but of course no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the build number step and keep tapping. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into Bootloader. So, to get started, you will want to hold the power button and volume up at the same time, which will bring up our boot options, and here just select power off. Now, when the device turns off, hold the power button and volume down at the same time, and this should shortly boot us into the bootloader. And there we go. Now, in here, you will need to use volume buttons to navigate through the options that will be visible, each individually right here. So if I start scrolling down, first we have Start, which takes us back to Android. Then we have Restart Bootloader, which just brings us back here. Next we have Recovery Mode, Power Off, Barcodes, Bootloader Logs, and we're back to Start. Now I also want to point out that this mode is also labeled as Fastboot mode, I would say it's almost invisible right here. Maybe if I bring it closer. Okay, you can see the red text. Oh, there we go. So you can see if my hand isn't swaying too much, Fastboot mode. So it is labeled as Fastboot mode in here, but there is actually another Fastboot mode that you can access. And if I were to select Restart Bootloader, it actually brings me back here, kind of cementing the idea that this is a bootloader log or bootloader. In any case, once you have the option selected that you want to utilize, like for instance, I want to select Start, just press power button when it's visible. And this will now bring me back to Android. And there we go. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to change the 3 buttons navigation into the gestures and the other way around. So let's start by opening the settings. And here we have to scroll and find the gestures, which are right here. Obviously, if you've got this information here, so system navigation, you can simply tap on it. But I just wanted to show you how to do it without this, this hint, let's say. So just scroll and go to the gestures. And as you can see at the top, we've got system navigation. So let's tap. So let's pretend I've got the 3-button navigation applied. As you can see here, we've got this gear icon, which means that we can customize the 3 buttons navigation. So we can reorder the back button and the recents. So simply choose the option which is the most comfortable for you. Or if you wish to set the gestures, just tap on gesture navigation, and instead of the 3 buttons, we've got this line which is responsible for some specific gestures. I'll show you in a second how to use them. Here we've got also the settings icon, and basically we can decide whether we want to show this line or not. I will hide it. Moreover, we can change the back gesture sensitivity, but to be honest, I highly recommend to get back to this option after a while of using the gestures, so you will be able to decide whether you need the sensitivity to be higher or lower, and you can decide whether you want to swipe for assistant. It's completely up to you. So in order to get back to the previous page, just like by using the back button, you have to swipe your finger from the side to the center of your device. And if you can see this arrow, you can release the finger, and the same situation from the right side. If you wish to get back directly to the home page, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device, and make sure that this motion is quick and short. So something, maybe not something like that, something like that. And if you wish to open the recents, repeat the gesture, so from the bottom to the center, but hold your finger somewhere here, like that. And here we've got the recents. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to enable the night light or a comfort mode. So we will begin with the customization of this mode, and after that I'll show you much faster access to it. So let's start by entering the settings, and here in this list we have to scroll and find the display. Then let's scroll and localize the night light, and tap on the switcher to turn it on immediately. And now we can see that the screen turns a little bit yellowish or amber. It is in order to filter the blue light. What's more, it will be much easier for you to look at the screen at the dim light. So if you're a night owl, then I highly recommend to use this mode. You can also tap on it to customize it. And here we've got this intensity switcher. By going to the left, we can make it cooler. So as you can see, it's almost invisible. And by going to the right, warmer, it's almost orangish. We can also schedule that feature. Just tap on this option. Oh, maybe let me just change it a little bit so it will be better. So we can schedule it. The none option is manual option, so you have to manually turn it on and off. You can turn it on at custom time, so you can freely choose the start and the end time. And the second one, the third one actually, is from sunset to sunrise, and here your device will automatically decide when the sunsets and sunrises are. It is location based. So in the custom time, simply choose the start and the end time from the clock, and your device will apply it immediately. Alright, so this is the customization of this mode, and if you wish to have much faster access to it, simply unroll the top bar. Let's unroll this section fully and try to find the night light. So let's find it. Here we've got the night light, so all you have to do is to simply tap on it to turn it on, and tap on it again to turn it off. If for some reason you do not have the night light here, no worries, you can edit this section. Just tap on this pencil icon in the right lower corner, and here find the night light in this section here. If you will find it, just tap on it and hold it, and then drag it to the first position, so you will apply it to the panel. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can insert SIM card into this device. So, before we get started, you will need to grab a SIM eject tool similar to this one, which will come provided with the device in the box, but if you can't find it, you could also use a paper clip, straighten out one of the ends, and it should work just as well. Once you have either one of those, you can then pop out the tray, which we'll need to take off the case for this. There we go. And the SIM tray is located at the bottom of the phone. So you can see right here. And there is two different areas which look like you could just try to push this in. Make sure you utilize the one that is right here near the corner of the device. From there, push it in. And you can see that the tray pops out enough for you to just pull it out. On the tray, you have space for just a single SIM card. As you can see on the other side, we have this thing that prevents us from plopping in a card. So make sure you place your card on here like so, and then insert it back into your device. Now my card has a pin on it, so that automatically prompts me to confirm it. When I do, it obviously unlocks my SIM card, and that's really all you need to do. Now this is for people that want to use a physical card. If you have an eSIM, you can, I believe, also add one in here by going into the settings, and then network and internet maybe? Yep, network and internet, and we have SIMs and mobile network. SIMs as in multiple, because you can, as you can see, download new SIM. This allows you to, first you need to be connected to network, Wi-Fi, or mobile. So once you are, you can then just whip out the QR code for that eSIM that you want to connect, and this will open up your camera and allow you to scan that QR code, automatically connecting to that eSIM. So the device does support two different numbers, just not as a physical card. But in any case, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can put this phone into safe mode. So to get started, we will need to turn off our device. So actually not turn off, but access the boot menu. So let's swipe from the top of our screen twice, and at the bottom you'll find your power button. Click on it, and from the boot options you want to hold power off. So you can see this changes the information to reboot to safe mode. Do you want to reboot into safe mode? This will disable all third-party applications you have installed. They will be restored when you reboot again. Let's click on OK. And just to explain this message, so it's a little bit less vague, safe mode is designed for troubleshooting your phone. If you have some kind of problem with your applications where they're basically interfering with the way you use your device and you can't get rid of them for some reason, putting it into safe mode would basically completely terminate those applications from being able to affect the usability of the device, and therefore you can manage them, get rid of them, do whatever you want. Now in a moment when, there we go, the device boots up, you can see we have a watermark, safe mode, letting us know that we're in this mode. Not like we need it, considering widgets don't work here, which is a giveaway, like telltale sign. And additionally, if you have any application installed on here that you have downloaded yourself, they will all be grayed out and deselected. So that's the effect of the safe mode. Now once you're done using it, and you want to go back to the normal mode so you can use all your applications, again click on the power button right here, and this time around we're going to select restart. And when the device boots back up, it automatically will enter normal mode. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to enable the Google backup on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's tap on Backup, and here tap on Turn On. We will basically have to add our Google account to this device, so let's tap on Next. And if you've got your Google account already added, you will be able to choose it from the list here. If not, just tap on Add Account and go through the whole process. Make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. You can use Wi-Fi or mobile data. And here in the step, you can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it. And tap on Next. Be patient because, as you can see, it might take a while. And here in this step, we have to enter our password. So let me do this out of the screen. Okay, we've got it. So let's tap on Next. So here we have to decide who will be using this device. So just mark the option and tap on Next. Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, you can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. Here, let's simply choose the account we just added. And as you can see, now we can decide what kind of data we'd like to backup. So photos and videos or other device data or both. It's completely up to you. And I think I will pick other device data, so mark it and then confirm. As you can see, we've got everything marked in green, also with other device data, which means that our device will back up the data. We do not have photos and videos, but it is because of my choice. You can simply choose photos and videos too. After tapping on other device data, you can check the details of your account. So for example, how much space you've got left. You can manage the storage. So for example, remove some unnecessary files. Here we've got backup details, so we can check what has already been backed up. And advanced settings, and I highly recommend to keep this option turned off. So to finish everything, simply tap on Backup now here, and now your device is backing up the data. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use one-handed mode. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling to click on Gestures. Now select one-handed mode and click on gray switcher next to Use one-handed mode to activate it. Quick disclaimer, if you are not using gesture navigation, this option won't be available to you. I will show you how to use one-handed mode either way in a few seconds. If you are using gestures though, make sure this switcher is blue, tap on Pull Screen into Reach and follow those instructions. Pull down the top half of your screen so it's easier to reach, like on this image. So when I swipe down from the bottom of my screen, I can see that one-handed mode was enabled and it's working properly. Now, to go back to standard size one, you need to wait a few seconds without doing anything. You can click on this area at the top, or you can swipe up. To disable it, tap on blue switcher until it's gray. Now I will switch to 3 keys. Go back to one-handed mode, and as you can see, this option is not accessible now. But you can always scroll and use this switcher next to one-handed mode shortcut to activate it. Tap on Got It in the pop-up and use this button to enable or disable one-handed mode wherever you want to. Most people miss that you can also hit one-handed mode shortcut on the left, and then pick one of those options instead, like Quick Settings or Volume keys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change this device's theme. First of all, you need to hold your device's display and wait for this pop-up to show. When it does, click on one of those options and tap on Save in the pop-up. So when I do that, as you can see, theme of my Motorola has changed. If you want to try something more interesting, you can also go into Moto app, available in Moto folder. Click on Get Started. Then this X at the top right corner to finally click on those three lines at the top left one. Hit Personalize and tap on Themes here. The only difference is that you can actually click on this plus at the top right corner and create your own theme thanks to all of those options. Pick a perfect wallpaper, You can always change it later on, but you need to pick something here. Font style, color theme, icon shape, and then name it at the top. Select Save at the bottom and tap on it to apply it. If you want to edit it, use this pen at the top right corner, make your changes, and hit Save again. To get rid of it though, you need to tap on any other one. Tap on this pin icon at the top right corner of your custom theme and hit delete. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I'll show you how you can boot this device into recovery mode. So, to get started, we will need to turn off our device by holding power button and volume up at the same time. This brings up our boot options, and here just select power off. Now when the device turns off, hold power button and volume down. And when you see this mode, you can let go of both of those buttons. Now, using volume buttons to navigate, you want to have recovery mode show up right here. Like so. When it's visible, press the power button to confirm this option. Now, before we get taken to the recovery mode, you will have this page show up, Android with no command under that. So to get past this page, we're going to hold power button, and while holding it, press volume up once. This will take us to the recovery mode. Now in here, it's kind of hard to see the rest of the menu, so I'm going to bring it closer, which camera will kind of pick it up a little bit better then. There we go, we can kind of see it better now. So in this menu, we will need to use volume buttons to navigate, and power button will be used to confirm whatever is selected. Now going over these options, we have Reboot System now, which takes us back to Android. Next one, we have Reboot to Bootloader, which will bring us back to the first page we have seen after turning off the device. Next, we have Enter Fastboot mode, Apply updates from ADB or SD card, Wipe data, Mount system, Vlogs, Run tests, and Power off. Now I'm going to stick with the first option and confirm it using the power button, and like I mentioned before, this will now just bring me back to Android. And as you can see, we're now back in Android. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can change and customize your keyboard. First of all, you need to launch your keyboard and tap on this icon of a color palette at the top of it. Now scroll down, and what most people miss is that you should click on those icons at the top right corners of all of those sections to see all available themes Motorola has to offer. Now, when you find the perfect one, click on it. Use this switcher next to keyboards to switch them off or turn them on. And when you're done, hit apply at the bottom right corner. So when I do that, theme of my keyboard has changed. But now my favorite part, which is customizing it. Go back to the same settings and use this plus icon under my themes. Then pick a photo you wanna apply as your new keyboard's background. Pinch it to scale, drag it to move, and when you're ready, hit next. Adjust brightness by swiping left or right. Hit done. Manage key borders and tap on apply. If you wanna edit your theme, go back to the same settings, click on it and tap on this pen at the top right corner to make any changes you like. Make sure to tap on apply again to save them. If you wanna delete one of your keyboards, go back to the same settings, click on it, and tap on bin icon at the top right corner. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to add or remove a Google account in this device. Alright, so first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. You can use Wi-Fi or mobile data, it's up to you. And then let's go to the settings. Right here, we have to scroll down until we will find the passwords and accounts, which is right here, and then simply tap on Add Account. Choose Google, and again, make sure that we've got the internet connection. As you can see, we need it. So here in this step, you can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply here, type your email or phone. So let me do it. Oh, no. Okay, and tap on Next. It might take a while, so just be patient. And here in this step, we have to actually enter the password. So let me do this out of the screen. All right, and tap on Next. So here we have to decide who will be using this device, so just mark the option and then tap on Next. Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, you can tap on them to learn more and then tap on I agree after reading. And we've got some problems for some reason. Let me just pause the video and let me come back to the exact step with which we had some problems. Okay, for some reason, I was not able to actually get to the same step because this device already added our account to this device, but no worries, I can explain what will happen next. After that, your device will basically ask you whether you'd like to use the backup. Here you will have the option to don't backup, or you can choose whether you'd like to backup photos or other device data like text messages. And after that, you will be simply transferred to this step where you can check your accounts. And as you can see, in my case, it was added. If you wish, you can also remove the account just by tapping on it. So tap on it and tap on remove account. Tap on remove account again and it will immediately disappear. Of course, if you've got the screen lock, you will have to enter it to confirm the whole step. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore WhatsApp backup on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, but before we begin, let's open up the settings. Let's scroll down until we find the Google, and in here make sure that you're logged into the same Google account that you have selected during your backup process in the moment when you are creating it. Because if you'll be logged into wrong account, you won't be able to restore your chats, so simply make sure that you're logged into proper account. Now we can open up our WhatsApp. In here, simply select your language and click on Agree and Continue. We can click on Allow to send us the notifications. Now, in here, in this bar, we need to type our phone number. If you don't remember what's your phone number, you can always click right in here. Click on Continue. Click on Allow. And as you can see, your phone number will be automatically copied. Now click on Next. Click on Yes. And now we need to also verify our phone number. We have two methods how we can do it. We can use the code from the SMS message or use the missed call function. It's up to you. Automatically, the missed call function is selected. So in my case, I want to continue. If you want to verify another way, simply click this button right in here. Now we need to click on Allow. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Okay, and once you have verified your phone number, you should have something like that. Contacts and media. Now click on Continue. Now allow for everything. And now simply select Restore from Backup and click on Continue. And now, as you can see, we are restoring from the same Google account that I'm currently logged into in my settings. So everything is correct. Alright, 12 messages restored. Now click on Next. In here you can type your name and also change the profile photo. Then click on Next. Okay, and now we are ready to use our WhatsApp. Now let's simply verify. You can see that all of the messages, including videos, photos, and normal messages, has been successfully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a backup on your Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, so all you need to do is to launch the settings. Now, once we are here, we need to scroll down all the way until we find the system, and in here find the backup. Okay, and we have possibility to create a backup using the Google account. First, let's check out the backup details. Let's make sure that photos and videos, when you click on them, that they are enabled. Click on Turn on Backup if it's not already turned on, and same thing with other device data. Okay, also down below we can see our Google account that we are currently logged into. And on that account, our backup will be saved and stored. So for example, if you want to restart the backup later in the future, you'll need to be logged in into the same Google account that you can see right in here on your device, of course. Also, make sure that you have some free Google storage space. And now, simply hit this green button, backup now. The process will start, so we need to wait a little bit. And now, in this place, a small circle should appear at any second, so let's wait a little bit. Okay, and now you can see that this circle appeared and is starting slowly to fulfill. When it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. We will also see a confirmation in here down below under other device data, so I'll see you in a second once it's done. Okay, it's done, and under device data we can see that the backup has been made 0 minutes ago, so that's like the confirmation for us that everything went successfully. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25, and let me share with you how to check the total screen time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down actually to find digital well-being and parental controls. So here we've got the graph which will show us for how long we've been using this device today, and as you can see in my case it's 18 minutes, and most of the time I've spent on the settings than the camera. So if you wish to check some further details, you can simply tap inside the graph and you will be transferred to the dashboard where you can check the total screen in particular days of the week. You can compare them, you can go to the previous week of course also, right like that, yes, just by swiping. And under it you've got the list of apps which you've been using with specific time you've spent on them. You can also tap on the specific app here and you will be transferred to the dashboard, but this time it is tightly connected with this one app. We've got also some kind of ways to disconnect, so I'll just show you app timers and maybe focus mode. So in app timers, after tapping on it, we can enter this list of apps which, let's say, could be distracting, or let's say we are spending too much time on the specific app, for example the camera. So all we have to do is to tap on this hourglass icon, and now we can set the timer. So for example, if I will set it for 1 hour and 30 minutes, it means that I can use this app for 1 hour and 30 minutes during a day, and after midnight this timer will be reset, and tomorrow I'll be able to again use it for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Moreover, we can set it for 0 hours and 0 minutes. Tap on OK, and as you can see, the camera will be grayed out. It is also visible here, and after attempting to open it, we will have this information that the app is paused. So obviously we can quickly turn it off just by going to the settings again, to this ways to disconnect. However, this is the first warning that hello, maybe we shouldn't really try to open it. So this is how it works, and that's quite nice, I would say. And other things like, for example, focus mode. So for example, if you've got a lot of apps which are distracting you, so for example they are sending a lot of notifications, then you can choose them so randomly those. Tap on Set a Schedule, and here we can choose specific days of the week and specific hours. So for example, your working hours or any other hours you want to. And after tapping on Set, your device will basically limit the notifications from those apps. They will hide it, so we will be able to focus on different things like, for example, as I said, working, studying, spending time with your family, or simply resting without the phone, without the disturbance. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into Fastboot mode. So, to get started, hold the power button and volume up at the same time, which brings up our boot options, and in here just select power off. Now this will obviously turn off the device. When it's off, hold the power button and the volume down at the same time. And when you see this page right here, you can let go of both of them. Now this is kind of labeled as a Fastboot mode. If you bring it closer, you will be able to see the red text. Right here, the literally first one, Fastboot. So this is labeled technically as Fastboot mode, but it's also labeled as Bootloader. And just to kind of showcase this, if I select we start Bootloader, it brings me back here. So I'm going to show you another Fastboot mode if this one isn't doing the job. So using volume buttons, we're going to select recovery mode and then press power button to confirm it. When you see this page, hold power button, and while holding it, press volume up once. And this will redirect us to the recovery mode. Here, just like before, again, use volume buttons to navigate, and this time around, you just want to select Enter Fastboot and confirm it with the power button. And this is a dedicated Fastboot mode. There's no doubt in that one. It's literally labeled at the very top. Now, just like before, you will need to use volume buttons to navigate through the options, as we have a couple. Again, you can kind of see due to the brightness, and I can bring it up closer. So you can see it just a little bit in some of the options right here. So there we go. Now I will go quickly over these options. So we have a reboot system now, which takes us back to Android. We have enter recovery mode, which brings us back to the previous page. Reboot to bootloader. That was the first page we have seen after turning off the device. And then we have power off. Now I'm going to stick with the first one, confirm it with the power button. So reboot system now. And like I mentioned before, this just brings me back to Android. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reset Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, we have two methods how we can do it. First option is a reset using the settings, and also we have the reset using the recovery mode. I'll show you both methods. Let's begin with the settings, so open them up. Now scroll all the way down until you find System, and now on the bottom we have Reset Options. Of course, we are interested in Erase All Data, Factory Reset, but in here we can also reset mobile network settings, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, device settings, app preferences, and we can also erase our eSIMs. Now let's select the last option. Remember that all of your data will be lost and deleted. So for example, I highly recommend creating a backup before the reset. If you don't know how to do it, on our channel there's a video where I'm explaining everything step by step. So if you want, you can look for it. Now all you need to do is to simply click on Erase All Data. After that, your device will be turned off. Then it will be automatically turned on. And the next thing that you need to do is to go through the setup process. That's the first method and also the recommended one. When it comes to the reset using the recovery mode, this method is recommended basically when we cannot perform the first method, or for example in situations like when we have frozen or unresponsive screen. To perform reset using the recovery mode, we need to power off our device first, click power button and volume up button. To launch the power menu and click on power off. Also, you need to remember that when you are performing a reset using the recovery mode, your phone during the setup process will want you to verify yourself, or by typing the lock screen if you have one, or by logging in into the same Google account into which you were logged in before the reset, as a confirmation that you are actually this user. So remember about it. Now, to launch the recovery mode, we need to hold power button and volume down button. Just like that. Now, using the volume keys, we need to find recovery mode and click power button to confirm. Okay, now we can see the Android logo and it says no comment. To move forward, we need to hold power button and tap volume up, just like that. Now, using the volume keys, we need to find recovery mode. We need to find wipe data / factory reset function. Confirm by clicking the power button. Select factory data reset. Confirm. Okay, the process has been finished. Now select reboot system now, confirm by clicking the power button, and now you just need to simply wait until your phone turns on. The next thing that you need to do is to go through the setup process. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
In front of me is Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I would like to show you how you can add audio or video file to text message. Begin by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Wherever you decided when you're ready, click on this icon of a photo at the bottom left corner to add a video file first. Now, if you want to add one that was recently created, you'll be able to find it here. So click on it and send it right away. If you can't find it though, don't worry, click on the same icon and this time swipe down to hit Photos at the bottom left corner. This way you'll be able to access Gallery app and pick your video from it. So tap on it, hit Add at the bottom right corner and swipe up to check if it was added to your message. Then you can send it right away. Now, if you wanna create a video and add it, tap on the same icon one last time and operate all of those options here. Make sure to switch from photo to video, then record it, and when you're ready, finish it. It will be automatically added to your message. Now, what about an audio file? You can either create it or add already existing one. To create it here, tap on this icon at the bottom right corner, click on middle button to start recording, and the same one to end it. Now you can listen to it, and if you won't like it, hit restart on the left. If you wanna add it, attach on the right. If you wish to add already existing audio file, use plus icon on the left, tap on Files section, and look for your audio file by accessing one of those apps, by tapping on Audio at the top to see it here, Or what most people miss by clicking on those 3 lines at the top left corner and look for your file in any of those sources, like downloads. Either way, when you find it, tap on it to attach it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to add the fingerprint to this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to find the section called Security and Privacy. Then let's go to Device Unlock and tap on Fingerprint. Basically, if you've got your screen lock currently applied, you will be transferred to another step directly to the fingerprint. If not, you have to add the screen lock right now, just like I have to do it, because if for some reason the fingerprint sensor won't work, then you will still be able to unlock your device with the pattern pin or password. So let me choose the pattern and let me quickly set it like that. Here we can decide what kind of notification content we want to show, so it's completely up to you, just mark the option. Here let's tap on Setup. And here we've got the information that if we are using the screen protector, it might affect the fingerprint, so be aware about that. And here we've got the information that each time you add a new screen protector, re-enroll your finger for the best accuracy. So remember about that. Here we've got the sensor, so all we have to do is to put our finger on it. Okay, it was detected. So now we have to simply put it on the sensor multiple times to add our fingerprint fully. Here we've got the animation, so we can always try to look at it and just recreate the steps. So just let me do it, be patient, and change the position of the finger to catch everything. Oh, another one. Okay, we just successfully added the fingerprint, so just tap on Done here. And this is the fingerprint section. We do not have a lot of things to do here. This is our fingerprint. We just added, we can rename it or remove it, rename it just by tapping on it. Here we can also add another fingerprint. Usually it's quite normal that the device will allow to add up to 5 different fingerprints. So probably here we've got same amount. And we've got animation styles, so as you can see we've got only 3. We've got radial waves, boomerang, and chroma dial. So completely up to you which you'd like to use. Alright, so we just added the fingerprint to the device. So now let's lock it and check if it is working. So we do not have a sensor here. So, I mean, it is not visible on the lock screen. So we can try to unlock it just by putting the finger in the right spot. Let me do it. And as you can see, it worked. So it doesn't mean that you have to see the sensor. You just need to put the finger in the proper section. And I believe that after a few times, you will be able to learn exactly where the sensor is. But the device is obviously unblocked, which means that we just successfully added the fingerprint to it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a ThinkPhone 25 and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalization. So let's begin with the personalization. We have to open the settings. And right here, let's scroll all the way down actually to find Google services. Then let's tap on all services here and scroll to find ads. So here we've got something which is called advertising ID, and basically removing it will not limit the amount of the advertisements you're receiving. However, they will not be that much personalized for you, so they will not show you the things which you've previously looked for, etc. So first of all, simply tap on Reset Advertising ID and tap on Confirm, and then tap on Delete Advertising ID. And as you can see, it will be removed. Another thing which is useful is to set the private DNS. And let's go to the settings to do that. Right here, we have to find Network and Internet. And here we've got something called private DNS, so tap on it. Basically, and usually, we've got it set on automatic option, but I highly recommend to tap on private DNS. And here in this section, simply enter dns.adguard.com and tap on save. And thanks to it, your device will limit the advertisements. And now two advices which are more obvious, I would say, but I think they are worth saying. So go to the Play Store, tap on search right here, and enter Adblock, because sometimes we actually forget about it. But nowadays, after entering the Adblock, we can find really a huge amount of ad blocks. Some are better, some are worse, but they can be, for example, for the specific app, you can find also the blocker of the whole content, etc. So I really highly recommend to go through this list and downloading the ad blocks which might be helpful for you. So they for sure will limit the advertisements. And another thing which I highly recommend to do is to actually try to replace the apps which you've got and which are showing you notifications, which are showing you advertisements, with others. So just for example, I've got a file manager, a third-party file manager, which is showing me a lot of advertisements. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter the Play Store, here search for file manager, and try to find a proper app which will not show me the advertisements. Of course, try to find those which are the highest rating, thanks to which you will be sure that it is a safe application. Moreover, you can try to limit the notifications. So for example, let's pretend that I'm getting a lot of advertisements from Play Store. All you have to do is to tap on it and hold it, I mean on the app which is showing you a lot of notifications, and go to this info icon. Now go to notifications, and as you can see here, we've got those alerts and we've got different categories of notifications. And what I highly recommend to do is to actually try to find anything connected with the advertisement. So for example, payments, deals, and recommendations. And all you have to do is to simply tap on the switcher to turn off the notifications from this category. Or if the notifications from those apps are not essential for you, you can actually turn off all of the notifications just by tapping on the switcher at the very top, and your device will block the notifications from this particular app. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can enable power saving mode. Now I'm also going to show a couple more things associated with the power saving mode, but let's just get started by finding the toggle. So we're going to swipe down from the top of our screen, which will bring down our notifications and toggles. Swipe down once more, and this will extend the list of just the toggles. And here on one of the pages, we should have our power saving mode, or battery saver. Battery saver is what it's called right here. So once you see it, you can either tap on it, and this will immediately turn it on. Gives you actually two options, so standard battery saver and the maximum battery saver. And we also have the more battery options. Now, the standard battery saver will be the thing that most people are looking for, the most standard mode. The thing that it does primarily on most devices, though it's not really mentioned or described right here, is it limits or turns off Wi-Fi and mobile data when you're not using the device to preserve your battery. Now, because of that, typically what you'll experience is that when your Wi-Fi and mobile data is turned off, your device basically won't be looking for any kind of updates from applications that require internet connection. Now, this only happens when you're not using your device. When you wake it up, it automatically reconnects to the network and gives you everything that you were missing. That's one option. The other one, which is I think more commonly used, is that the device will every so often connect to network, see if it's missing something, update you in bulk, and then again disconnect if you're not really interacting with the device. So that's the standard mode, and you can turn it on. It also turns on dark mode, as you can see, and another thing that it will do is reduce the screen refresh rate from 120 to 60. Now let's turn it off for now. And now I'm just going to hold this toggle, which will take me to the settings. Now, no, I didn't want to go here. Let's go back. Now under settings, we have also maximum battery saver, and there's a couple options right here. Now it looks like there is no option for the standard one though. So we can click right here, and for instance, you have the turn off 5G and essential apps. Essential apps will be the apps that you just want to have on your home screen. Now the reason this matters is because if I turn that on, you can see it basically gets rid of most of the functionality of the device. So essential apps will be things like right now messages, phone or dialer, Play Store, settings, clock, messages, and well, that's about it. Which I already did actually mention messages. So these are essential applications. You can add additional apps in here if you want to. And as you can see, also widgets don't work. So I'm going to turn that off. And then here you can also add additional things like, for instance, turning off 5G, which does consume more of your phone's battery. And like I mentioned, the essential applications, which you can add additional ones. And last option here is the schedules and reminders. So you can set up basically some additional options for the schedule mode. So turn off at 90%. This applies to both of them. So if you charge your phone's battery to over 90%, it automatically turns it off. So default battery level. So this would mean that when your device, for instance, reaches 25% battery or below, it automatically turns on your power saving mode. And reduce battery drain when inactive, which uses AI, our favorite thing, to try to basically reduce the drain on your battery by removing, killing off tasks when it thinks you're not going to be using. And it basically learns how you're going to be using your device. So at the beginning, it might not have much of an impact, but the longer you use it, the better the phone gets to know you. Yes, I know, kind of creepy. And hopefully get you better results. But anyway, that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So, to get started, we will begin by swiping down from the top of our screen twice, which brings down all the toggles. Locate the Do Not Disturb mode, which for me actually is located on the first page. You can see it right here. But if in your case it's not visible anywhere on any of these pages, you might need to add it yourself by clicking right here on this pencil, swiping down below this text, so hold and drag to add the tile. And these tiles here are every tile that is right now disabled, so not visible in the list. And what you could do is just hold it. The text right above here changes to drag here to remove, so we're going to do that, drop it. And when you go back, this tile should be added on one of the pages. So once you add your Do Not Disturb mode, you can then see it right here. And you can either tap on it to immediately turn it on, or you can also hold it. And this will take you to the settings. In here, we have a bunch of different things that will allow us to customize how the mode will function when enabled. And I recommend actually going in here at least once and changing settings if some of them don't fit your needs. So going over the options in here, we have a people, which these options are basically exclusions. So if you select some people, meaning under, for instance, messages, shared contacts, priority conversations, anyone, these basically refer to different contacts. So literally no one can message you, or not that you're going to get a notification about it. Anyone means everyone can message you, which defeats the purpose. Priority conversations, you need to mark what is a priority conversation, which I don't have any, so I can't really mark any. Contacts, here you can actually mark specific contacts. Again, I don't have any contacts here, but you can see it takes you to the contact list, so you could select which ones. And then steered contacts are basically favorite contacts. Those you would just have to select in your dialer application which contact is your favorite one, and it would automatically be affected. Now, just make sure that no matter what you choose, that the check mark is selected for this to be in effect. The same options are for calls, you can see. And if we go back, we also have applications, so you can choose which application can give you notifications, and alarms and other interruptions. Now, by scrolling down, we have schedule. This is a fully automatic mode. There's always one pre-made called sleeping, starts at 10 p.m., ends at 7 a.m. And you can turn it on if you want. It usually runs all week long, I believe. Yep. So you can see all week long right here. And you can, as you also see, edit them if you want to. You can add more. So, and here you can choose the days of the week, start, end time, and other options. Once you create your schedule, it automatically becomes enabled, as you can see. So, something to keep in mind if you don't actually want it to have enabled it right away. And lastly, we have duration for quick settings. This is a very handy option for people that will be using this mode manually, not basically not using the schedule. Now, the way it by default works is when you toggle on your Do Not Disturb mode, it will run indefinitely in the background. So you might want to change it to something else. Now, there is a timed option, so you can set the timer for it, or you can have these two options show up every time you tap on the toggle if you select the last one. Now, I personally like to select it on a timer and set something like 4 hours, which I find to be sufficient enough to cover any kind of need I might have for it, plus just hopefully a little bit of time extra. And when I forget about it, the phone will turn it off for me after that time passes. Now, when enabling it, like you've seen before, you can just tap on it. Now with the timer that is set, you can see that it added a timer, and it tells me that it's going to run until 7:51 p.m. And if I remember to turn it off, I can just go back here, tap on it once more, and it will turn it off. And if I don't remember, at that time, the phone will do it for me. So there we go, that sums it up. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how we can import contacts from a SIM card to the device. So, to get started, you want to open up your standalone contacts application like this one right over here and navigate to Organize, Manage SIM. Give it a moment to load our SIM card, which there is one inserted. Sometimes it takes a moment. There we go. And you can see automatically all the contacts are selected. Now, in your case, if you see some contacts that are deselected and grayed out, don't worry, these contacts exist on the location where you're going to be importing them to right now. I'm saying adding that specification there because in my case, there is no drop-down menu right here. Typically, you would have one which would allow you to switch between Google account and the device. Quickly check. Based on this, it means that I don't have a Google account signed in, but I like to check. Maybe not this. Yeah, so there is no Google account actually added. As you can see, it tells me to add an account. There isn't one. Now, the reason this is important is because by default you would have that drop-down menu right here, and because this is a Google application, it would by default try to hoover up all your contacts that you're importing by having itself selected as an import location, basically the cloud. And I just want to stop you and kind of point out one thing. You're basically uploading someone else's personal information for Google to have full access to. I've kind of considered this to be no bueno, as these people never really consented to that. So I just want to point that out. And usually most people, at least I do, I have in my contacts a lot of information like date of birth, their addresses, their email, name, last name. So it's a lot of information along with that phone number, which for a company like Google, this is just literal gold mine. And they would never really consent to that. So just want to point out, you can import your contacts to the phone, not giving Google this information, which is the better option. You still have the same kind of options, but you just don't really, allow Google to have the information. So right now, because I don't have this drop-down menu, it automatically will import these contacts to the phone itself, not the cloud. So if I click on import and go back here, and you can see I have device selected, as this is the only place where contacts are located right now. So right now all these contacts are only on the phone itself, not on the cloud and anywhere else. I also want to point out that if you have a Google account signed in, the moment you import them to the phone, the phone, Google will automatically be like, whoa, are you sure you didn't want us to have all this data? Because we're such a creepy box right here that we would like it. So yeah, please import this data, and it will basically spam you sometimes with this bullshit. Obviously, just deny that. And another thing that Google does is an absolutely scammy bullshit thing is it will bring up a pop-up. Clear storage on your SIM card by deleting the contacts. Are you effing kidding me? This piece of shit actually wants you to delete the contacts that are a hard backup on your physical SIM card that you can access at any point in any other device. And it's deliberately designed to make you rely on their cloud backup, ensuring themselves that they're always the ones that have the most up-to-date information about all these contacts, the people, and their every information. I would say go screw that, because that is just absolutely creepy. So don't delete the contacts. They're there for a reason. It's your data stored on your SIM card that no one else has access to. And when you import your contacts to the phone, keep it on the phone. Don't do like, oh yeah, let's enable syncing. That basically defeats the purpose, as they would just hoover up the data anyway at that point. So heads up. But with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore the backup from Google One on Motorola ThinkPhone 25. Okay, as you can see, we are doing the setup process. In here, select your language and click on Start. When we have possibility to set up the device using another device, we want to click on Skip. Now we need to connect to the Wi-Fi manually, so simply select your network and type password to it. Then hit the connect. Okay, now we need to wait a little bit. Now scroll down, click on accept and continue. Okay, and now we have the most important part. We have possibility to sign in into Google account. And remember that if you want to restore a backup from your Google account, right now you need to log in into the same Google account on which you made the backup before. So that's what I'm about to do. Then click on next. And now we'll have to type the password. Okay, click on next, click on agree. And now we can set a PIN. It's up to you. I'll skip it because it's always available later in the settings. Now, when we have possibility to copy apps and data, click on next. And now we can select which backup we want to restore. In my case, I have a lot of them created, but I want to restore this one. Okay, now choose what you want to restore from that list. You can restore apps, contacts, SMS messages, and device settings. When it comes to Google Photos, Gmail account, and Drive, those things are synced automatically, so you don't need to do anything. In my case, I want to copy apps, so I'll select them, then hit the restore button. Okay, now when it comes to Google services, simply scroll down and hit accept. Now we have the backup services. They're really useful, so I always highly recommend turning them on. Always also do it on my personal devices. Now we need to select our default browser and search engine. I always use Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. And now we can continue the setup or leave and get a reminder. Let's click on continue, but everything is up to you, of course. Now we have a feature to let contacts nearby find and share with us. It's up to you. I'll agree. And we can also remotely launch our Google Assistant by simply saying, "Hey Google." It's up to you. I'll agree. We can activate the voice match. Again, up to you. We can get access into our assistant without unlocking the device. Again, up to you. Now click on OK. Okay, getting the phone ready, so let's wait a little bit. Okay, now if you want, you can allow for notifications from the Motorola. I'll agree. You can also sign into, I don't know exactly what it is by, but if you register your mail, you'll be able to simply get information about product launches, events, tips, beta tests, and similar things. In my case, I'll skip it. Select your navigation style, buttons, or the gestures. If you want, when it comes to buttons, you can also change the button order. You can see the differences right in here. I'll stick to buttons, click on next, select your theme, then click on next. You can set parental controls. I'm adult, so I don't want it. And now click on finish. And now we are ready to use our phone. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can reset this device through settings. So, to get started, you will want to open up your settings. And here we're going to scroll all the way down to System, and then Reset Options, Erase All Data Factory Reset. This in turn will present you with a list of data that will be removed by going through with this process. Now this importantly includes things like music, photos, and all user data would be the best way to describe it. And additionally, in your case, you might see some applications listed right here or some other crap. In general, just know that literally everything will be removed from this phone. So if you want to maintain some data that's important to you, make a copy of it before you go any further. Now, when doing a copy, I recommend doing it to your computer via a USB cable. Plug it in, move it to your hard drive, SSD, whatever. And once you copy over everything that you want to keep, you're basically good to go. Now, alternative to that would be backing up your data to the cloud, but I don't recommend doing that, as this basically limits you to, for instance, Google devices, which usually can't restore cloud backups to, actually no, you can to iPhones, so I guess this doesn't really matter. But in general, I still prefer to have backup of my data done to my own drive, as it just gives me control over my data. And I know that this data isn't being used to train some garbage AI models, and the data is private. And additionally, because of some laws in specific regions in the world, like European Union, companies are obligated to keep personal data, like for instance backups, for a specific amount of time. And if throughout that time this data isn't being used at all, after specific time of inactivity, which I believe is like 2 or 3 years, I don't remember exactly, this data will be deleted by the company. So if you create a backup to the Google Cloud, it's going to be stored there only for like 2 to 3 years. And if you don't do anything with that, after 2 to 3 years, they have used it to train their AI models, and then they deleted it. So not only is your data no longer private, you no longer have access to your data, which seems like a very crappy system here. So if you do it to your computer, you basically remove all those downsides. You have it on your computer at your own terms for whatever period of length you want. Now, here, there's actually nothing to back up. So I'm going to select erase all data twice. Now, if you have a screen lock, you might need to confirm it. But I didn't, so it automatically jumps to resetting. And when it begins resetting, this process will take about 1 to 2 minutes or so to finish up. And once it's completed, we will be presented with the Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished, and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I'll show you how you can reset this device through recovery mode. So, to get started, I do want to mention something. You can do this kind of reset in order to get rid of a screen lock if you have one set that you don't know. But I do want to warn you, if you're going to be going through this with this kind of purpose in mind, usually what this will also mean is that your device will become FRP locked. And it happens because when you're doing this kind of reset to remove a screen lock through a recovery mode, it locks the device, and it locks it using 2 different methods, assuming the 2 different methods exist. One, if you're doing this, obviously exists, which will be the screen lock, but just the screen lock will not lock the device after the reset. It also needs to have a Google account. So if you go into your settings and go into passwords and accounts, and you have a Google account right here. This is actually a Google account. As you can see, I can actually add one, but there isn't one present. So if you have one added, no, I don't care. I wasn't actually launching you. You can sign out of it, obviously. If you can't because you don't know your screen lock, the account that is signed in right here will become one of the verification methods after the reset. And you will need to do it if you have both screen lock and Google account. If you only have screen lock, it actually won't lock the device. So it's just going to remove a screen lock and you can set it up. You don't need to worry about anything associated with verification, but if there is a Google account, you will. So anyway, to get started, you will want to turn off your device, and you can do so by pressing power button and volume up at the same time, which brings up your boot options, and then select power off. Once the device turns off, hold power button and volume down, and this will navigate us to the bootloader. Should be visible right about now. There we go. So once you have this open, you can let go of these two buttons, and then using a volume down, scroll to have the recovery mode visible right here. If you pass it, don't worry, you can also use volume up to go back to it. And once it's selected, press power button to confirm it. Next, you will see the Android with no command written under it. So to get past this, because we do need to, you're going to hold power button, and while holding it, you're going to press volume up once. And this takes us to the recovery mode. In here, just like before, we're going to use volume buttons to navigate up or down, depending on which one you press. And with that in mind, you want to scroll down and select wipe data, factory reset. Now all the options are actually visible on my end. If I bring it closer, right, just kind of maybe first wipe down the screen. There you go. So if I bring it up closer, okay, it's barely visible. Let me, nope, not this way. There we go. You can see these options right now, a bit clearer. I am gonna lower down the exposure as it is a little bit too much right now. There we go. So just know that these are all visible normally when looking on the device. But once you have the wipe data factory reset selected, press power button to confirm it, then select factory data reset the same way. And at the bottom, it will tell you that it's formatting data, and then it's going to tell you data wipe complete, at which point reboot system now will be selected by default, so we can press power button to confirm it. This will reboot the device and continue resetting it in the background. Because it is continuing the reset, it might take the device about a minute, maybe two, to finish it up. Once it's completed, we then should have our setup screen visible. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished, and you can set up your device however you like. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome, in front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, swipe down from the top of your screen to that once more to extend the list of visible toggles, and from those toggles locate the hotspot. For me, it's located on a second page. Now, if you don't see it on any page, you can click right here on this pencil, add this toggle by scrolling down right below this portion. These are all the toggles that are turned off. You can just hold one of them, it lifts up, you can drag it higher, drop it, and it gets added. So anyway, once you add the toggle, if it's not here, you should see it somewhere. Like I mentioned, for me, it's right over here. And once you have it visible here, hold it again, and this time around this will quickly take you to the settings. Now I recommend doing this at least once, because in the hotspot settings you will find the randomly generated password by clicking on it. Now you can use the one that is randomly generated, but I do recommend just straight up getting rid of it and then setting up your own new password, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length. Now that can be letters and numbers, doesn't really matter. So once you have changed that, you can actually close this, and that's about it. But I do want to talk about some other settings in here, as they might be useful to some people. So under hotspot name, this is just obviously the name of the phone itself, and it's going to be the Wi-Fi network you will be looking to in the list to connect to. Next we have hide my device. Don't recommend it. You would basically need to type in the hotspot name along with the password correctly manually to connect to it. It wouldn't be showing up in the list. Another thing is compatibility. This is just basically what kind of band you'll be using. So we have extended compatibility. We have 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, and also we have Wi-Fi 6 hotspot. Wait, let me just quickly go through this. Device finds a... Oh, okay. It's kind of weirdly written right here. So in reality, compatibility is just actually 2.4, and this is 5 gigahertz. Even though it's called Wi-Fi 6, it's actually, the signal is only 5 gigahertz, as the 6 gigahertz is behind Wi-Fi 6E. So they kind of try to do a little bit of a confusion right here, making you think like you're getting something better. In reality, Wi-Fi 5, or no, Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz and 2.4, which is actually labeled right here. And you can see here we have the 5 gigahertz label, meaning that if you turn that off, it will prioritize this. In reality, when doing this, I recommend actually getting rid of the Wi-Fi 6 hotspot, as it will consume more of your phone's battery to have both of them running, and chances are you're only going to be using one. And chances are your mobile network speed will not be good enough to even utilize the Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz version in its fullest. So it's kind of useless. Additionally, the limitation of the 2.4, which is how many devices can be connected to, doesn't really apply to a phone. Like, you're not going to be running a server off of this, so that doesn't really matter. Usually it's like 1 or 2 devices connected at any given moment. So this one will be probably very good for you, and you don't really need anything more. If you need something more, you probably know, and nothing that I say really mattered to you. But like I said, for the most people, if you don't know, just select the first option, deselect the second one, and you're good to go. Anyway, we can also talk about this one, timeout settings. This defines when the hotspot turns off on its own when it's not being used. So by default, it's set to 10 minutes. It's pretty low timer. And this will turn off your hotspot even though you're connected to it, as the timer starts when the device detects that there's no network being used, as in physical like data. So your phone could be, or some other device could be connected to this phone. But for instance, you're on a website reading an article that takes you more than 10 minutes without going to the next page or something like that. So because it takes you more than 10 minutes, this will actually turn off your hotspot. Therefore, when you're trying to go to the next page, you no longer have internet. So in this case, if you see this kind of thing happening to you where your hotspot turns off on its own while you're still technically using it, increase this to, I don't know, maybe half an hour, whatever you think is good. I do actually recommend keeping this enabled though, as hotspot does consume, again, more phone battery. When you're not using it and you forget about it, the device will just turn it off for you, which is pretty handy. Now with all that out of the way, let's find our toggle, and we can just simply tap on our hotspot to enable it, and now you can connect to it with other devices and use the SIM card network on other devices. Once you're done, you can also turn it off right away, and you don't need to wait for that timer to turn it off for you. So with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola ThinkPhone 25, and today I will show you how you can record screen on this device. So, to get started, you will want to open up your toggles by swiping down from the top of your screen. I can do that twice, which will extend the list of visible toggles and apparently show us the wrong language. Let me just quickly fix that up. There we go. Okay, let's get back here. So in this panel, we should have our screen recording toggle somewhere. So let's see if I can find it. Oh, there we go. It's right over here. Now, once you see this toggle first time, you can actually hold it instead of tapping on it, and this will take you to the settings. And here you can change things like the refresh rates, the resolutions, record time limit, and also file size limit. So I'm going to change it to 60. Just prefer the smoothness of a 60 over the crappy 30 frames. Contrary to what you might hear online, that it's cinematic and that's how consoles should have the frame rates and whatever. Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure we all realize that that was just BS from PlayStations and Xboxes, and we all prefer 60. So change it to that, and you're going to have a much better experience. Anyway, from there, let's find the toggle once more. You can click on it. It brings up a couple options like allowing you to record a selfie camera as a little circle that will appear that you can move around. You can also record touches on the screen whenever you're interacting with the display. It will have a semi-transparent gray dot. And you can also change the audio recording, so you have system, microphone, both, or, well, nothing. And one last option is the entire screen. Here you can choose if you're going to record a single application or the entire screen. I'm going to keep it at the entire screen. Next, click on Start. This begins a 3-second countdown, and with a notification, I believe. There we go. It starts recording. So now you can open up applications that you would want to record. And once you're done, you can click right over here. Oh, there we go. And again, another notification, and it stops the recording. Now, when it stops the recording, you can find it by going into your Photos application. And in here, it will show up under Photos tab. And later on, when you have more content and you have the Albums tab somewhere in here, you can navigate there. I don't, because there's not enough content. But once you do, you can click on Albums and you will find an album called Screenshots, or no, Screen Recorder. There we go. So you can see it right here. You can also tap on this text and it will take you to that album, as it does exist. And we can view our screen recordings. Now, I also want to point out one thing that I wasn't able to showcase here just because there is no application to show this with. Screen Recorder sometimes will not be able to record everything that is on your screen. There are certain applications that will just straight up block your screen recorder without asking you for any kind of permission. So not only that, they don't ever even let you know most of the time that you're not recording what you think you're recording. And what you will end up having as a recording result is a just black screen, as long as that application that is blocking it was open. And I just want to point out applications that get affected by this would be most commonly apps that require subscription. These pieces of shit basically do that automatically, and even if you don't own an account, haven't ever downloaded the application or agreed to the terms of service or use, this garbage ass thing will still do whatever the hell it wants on your personal phone without your permission. Now, because I find this to be absolutely effing disgusting and something that I just don't consider to be very user-friendly, I'm gonna do the opposite of that and tell you what applications you can use to circumvent this bullshit that you shouldn't even need to deal with. So for things like Netflix and any kind of other streaming platform, you can check out application called Continued with Advance. Hopefully YouTube isn't going to pick that up as a very bad application. And I recommend getting on that or pronto, because Google will be blocking the ability to install applications specifically like that to prevent them, people from being able to utilize them. In there you will find a bunch of different applications like Spotify, YouTube Music, and other ones that are different versions of it, without ads, without the limitations, which means that they're much better. So I highly recommend checking that out, as any app that requires you subscription, and for instance things like Spotify, literally came to fruition from piracy, now has the audacity to block you from doing the same thing. Seems a bit hypocritical, don't you think? So, with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.